Morning, people. It is Thursday, the 23rd of November. Welcome to TDA, the day after, your favorite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by the culture. It's a packed room. Actually, no, it's not. I can't bother to even do all of this today. It's just me and Brent in the room. It's just me and Brent in the room. Yep. There's my lovely co-host. Yep. Not one insight. So there's just that. But how are you today, Brent?
I'm right, thank you very much. And yourself?
I'm low vibrational today.
Yeah, I felt that.
Did you?
Yeah.
It was like a cold that hit me when I walked in the door.
No, just solemn,
Yeah.
like reserved, chilled.
It's crazy, man.
But that's all right, because tomorrow's Friday, ain't it? Then weekend will slap you.
I'm not doing anything this weekend. I'm relaxing this weekend.
That's good. Recharge, reset.
That's true, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, well, we thank God for life. Either way, we're here. Let's just get into headlines.
All right.
Okay, so a senior Israeli official has said hostages being held in Gaza won't be freed before Friday. A pause in fighting was expected to begin on Thursday, but an Israeli government source told the BBC it has also been delayed. The Israeli foreign minister earlier said he expected the first hostages to be received on Thursday. Under the planned agreement, 50 Israeli hostages taken by Hamas will be released and 150 Palestinian women and teenagers held in Israelis' jails freed. Israel has continued its ground and air operation in Gaza, and Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has vowed to win absolute victory over Hamas. Israel began attacking Gaza after Hamas fighters crossed the border on the 7th of October, killing 1,200 people and taking about 240 other hostages. Gaza's Hamas-run health ministry says more than 14,000 people, including more than 5,000 children, have been killed in Israel's campaign. And our next headline, the Home Secretary James Cleverly has denied an allegation that he described Stockton North using an offensive term. Labour MP Alex Cunningham alleged the swear word was used during Prime Minister's questions on Wednesday. Mr. Cunningham said it happened after he challenged the Prime Minister about child poverty in the constituency. Mr. Cleverly's spokesman said he did not say that and would not. He's disappointed people would accuse him of doing so. Speaking at Prime Minister's questions, Mr. Cunningham had asked, why are 34% of children in my constituency living in poverty? Making a point of order in the Commons later on Wednesday, Mr. Cunningham said, before the Prime Minister answered, the Home Secretary chose to add in his pennyworth. Audio is clear. Yes, I have contacted his office advising him I plan to name him, but sadly he has chosen not to be in chamber, he continued. He was seen and heard to say, because it's a shithole. I know he is denying being the culprit, but the audio is clear and has been checked and checked and checked again. There is no doubt that these comments shame the Home Secretary, this rotten government, and the Tory party. He is clearly unfit for his high office, Mr. Cunningham added. It is unclear where the remarks come from in footage of the exchange in the Commons, as there is no shot of Mr. Cleverly mouthing the words. And our last headline in the segment, 2 migrants have died attempting to cross the channel in a small boat. The boat was spotted getting into difficulty with several people in the water less than a mile from the French coast early on Wednesday afternoon. Some 57 people were rescued by boat and taken to the French town of Boulogne-sur-Mer, while another was airlifted to safety, French officials have said. British and French teams have also responded to a separate small boat incident on Wednesday evening. In the first incident, the 2 people drowned after the boat carrying them capsized just 2 hours after leaving a French town. With 60 people on board, the boat was seen getting into difficulty in French waters shortly after 1 p.m. local time. Several of those who were rescued had hypothermia, officials said. An investigation has since been opened by prosecutors in France. See if people are caught on the boat and stuff. Do they send them back to where they're coming from, or do they just take them in?
I think they hold them in holding cells.
Oh, yeah. Before
If they catch them.
Rwanda.
And then, then they're going to send them to Rwanda, basically.
That's Oaks, man. That's Oaks. Yeah, man, that is it for our headlines. Let's get into what you say in topic of the day. baby girl.
Oh, thought they got him again.
No, but I feel like poor little babes probably got it because of him. So he's always involved in. If there's a sickness going around, Iman is involved somehow.
He might need to start consuming meat, you know.
Yeah, he just needs something. He's to stamp himself out. That's what he needs to do. But love to Iman. But yeah, man.
Need this?
Yes, please. That'd be great.
Is this what we're doing, yeah? So how real is evil eye or bad mind?
This is
Do you believe in evil eye?
What is evil eye? Because people say evil eye as if evil eye has power to do something to you.
If people's like watching you and wishing badness on you, and then all their bad energy is gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like
Nah,
if you
man.
if you show someone that you got good things and they're hating on you and all that, and then they mess it up and thing.
Yeah, see, so I believe in evil eye in that people can be like envious and people can wish you bad and stuff like that. But I don't believe that it can prevail over me.
Oh, because you're covered by the blood of Jesus.
Amen to that. He that is in me is greater than he that's in the world.
Do you believe in evil eye, Brent?
I need to know the definition of evil eye. Let me Google
Can you
it.
ask Bard, please?
Yes.
Well, like the Oxford Dictionary definition.
I don't know.
Because when
When
people
someone,
use it,
you know, like when you can't show someone all your plans and thing because
you don't know where their heart is.
their heart's just not clean.
You're just unsure. Because when people say it, it's like evil eye for them is people wishing badness on them and it's working.
Basically.
But I think it stops. I think people wishing bad on you is evil eye. That's it.
Do you think someone could wish good for you and it work?
No. You could wish me well, but if I'm a wicked person, wish me well you like.
But someone can pray for you and it work, innit?
I don't know if I believe that. I don't know, you know.
What?
I feel like prayers are lovely. It's nice.
So what are they called, intercessors?
Actually, no, yeah.
Are the
Yeah, because I do
are the intercessors
intercession.
just wasting their time?
No, they're not, because I think about praying for people all the time.
Are you
I
in
can't
the
be
prayer
wasting my
group?
time. Am I? No. I used to be, though. I had a friend who would wake up every morning. Well, not every morning. 3 times a week. Started during lockdown.
So
And we pray.
essentially,
The evil eye, sorry, Margs and Esther, is a superstitious belief that a malevolent glare can cause bad luck or harm. The belief is widespread throughout the world and has been found in cultures from ancient Greece and Rome to modern-day Turkey and Latin America. The evil eye is often associated with envy or jealousy. It is thought that someone who is envious of another person's good fortune may cast the evil eye on them, causing them to suffer from bad luck or misfortune. In many cultures, there are ways to protect oneself from the evil eye. These may include wearing amulets or charms, reciting prayers or mantras, or making certain gestures. Gang, gang.
do you think someone could like wish good for you or like put
The
prayers on
belief
you?
in the evil eye is a powerful one, and it
It's not
can
meant to get
have
you
a
inside
real
yet.
impact on people's lives. In some cultures, people are so afraid of the evil eye that they will go to great lengths to avoid it. This can include avoiding contact with people who are thought to be envious or refusing to accept compliments.
You're right.
While the evil eye is
You say
You
it's
can't.
because it's describing him.
it is a superstition that has been around for centuries and that continues to have a powerful grip on people's lives.
Hold on. Speaking of evil eye, wasn't meant to do a personality test today?
I did my personality test. Did you all?
I done my personality test.
Mine's already done from 2 weeks ago.
You may have changed since then.
Yeah, see, I couldn't do it yesterday. It wouldn't have been objective.
You think?
Yeah, low vibrational, man. I don't know what I would have been in there. So I just thought, yeah, we'll go with the old one.
Well, I
Should
think
we do it tomorrow then?
I'm not here tomorrow. My test.
Oh yes.
My test says I'm
And
definitely
we
not.
have a guest.
Have a guess in
tomorrow.
it.
My test says I'm definitely not bad man.
We'll close off evil eye conversation with our tests. Yeah, we'll close our topic of the day with our tests. Because I'll be real with you, I thought that was gonna be the topic of the day,
That's
but I
what I
guess
thought.
not.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So evil eye.
so do you believe, Brent?
Do I believe
Are you a
that
believer?
people can cast the evil eye on me? 100%.
And you think it'll work?
Nope.
Okay. So
So you don't believe it then?
I do believe that people do it.
But you're saying you're covered as well.
I'm good.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart. That's the thing, because I don't feel like it can, but I do believe prayers actually, because I do believe prayers actually can work. But evil stuff, no. Who are you? Just because I have something, right? And because your little envious heart don't like the fact that I have it, and then somehow your stupid little thoughts are gonna take away from me. Because think about it, yeah. Clearly you're a wicked person. Wicked can't win.
See, I get that if you don't believe in certain things, or if you don't put stock in certain things, or if you're covered by prayer, then you can say like it don't affect you, you don't believe it, yeah. But also the traffic flows in two different directions, isn't it? So if you would allow positive attitudes and energies, and you think that could have an effect on you, even if it's prayer or affirmations or whatever, then doesn't that kind of slightly leave you open to it working the other way?
Do you know? I don't think so, because it depends what realm you dabble in. Because I'm a child of light, so I would only attract goodness and light. Do you get me? If I was a mixture, then I could attract traffic. Can go both ways with me, but it's a one-way system with me.
Yeah, but I heard that, but you're also not in control of what's going on here. Like, because people could pray for you and you don't know.
And you know what? That's why
and
when
you're
you asked me,
accepting those blessings.
But that's why when you asked me earlier, because I feel like I can wish all I can for people, I can pray for people and whatever, but ultimately it's not up to me.
Have you ever wished bad on someone, and maybe not like hardcore bad, but just look what and your wishes came through?
Well, I didn't stay around to see if you did. But, but that's why I don't like getting angry. But I pray against it though, because it's like sometimes I go from like 0 to 100 very quickly, and I never know when it's gonna come. It just happens. So it could be in traffic, and I'm like, I hope you hit your car, not die, die, just the inconvenience of dealing with your insurance. But I always take it back because the Holy Spirit is always like to me, girl. But I have wished people evil, 100%. But I always pray against it because I'm like, oh, that wasn't nice. And I ask for God for forgiveness.
Have you wished someone evil and it worked, Brent?
Me? No.
Yeah. Have you ever wished anyone evil?
No.
Well, not evil, but just like you hope they get the day they deserve.
No. No.
That's good.
I can't recall. Maybe I did in the past. I don't know, but I can't recall that.
That's beautiful.
I'm not.
You're not wicked like that.
No. Like whatever people look to do that's mad. Like that's you. I don't know who you are. I'll stay clear of you.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
Matters to be strangers. I wouldn't that to be my nearest and dearest. I just think of how I get them back in the future.
Well, how do you deal with bad mind people?
As in face to face, I call them mukmuks.
Do what Skepta did.
What's that?
Skepta and Whiskey said. Bad energy stay far away.
Keep them away from me.
When I clock what someone is, I'll be real with you, I move forward with that knowledge. Like if I clock someone's got like envy and jealousy about something, I wouldn't share anything. I wouldn't share good news with you or anything like that.
Bad mind people get on my nerves, you know. You know, there's people that just want, like, they just enjoy negativity and thrive on negativity.
They love it.
What do you mean?
I hate it.
Oh, yeah,
I despise it.
I can't stand it. Like, it's just...
There was a question they asked you yesterday.
And people that complain a lot. Like, all the time.
Glass half empty kind of
people.
people.
So it was a complaining thing, yeah? So Brent doesn't complain, yeah, but Brent hates when someone puts him in a position where he has to complain. Do you get me? Does that make sense?
I don't know yet.
No, that's the end of the sentence.
So when they put me in a position to complain?
Oh, he don't
when
like
someone
people,
frustrates you.
He doesn't like people complaining to him.
No, but like when also someone does something to him that means that he has to now complain about what someone's done because he doesn't like complaining. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Mm-hmm. So you don't. You don't get what I'm saying. Don't jump in the boat.
I'm waiting for you to land. I'm giving you the grace.
So basically, yeah, you don't like. It was yesterday. You talking about you don't like complaining. Like, you don't complain. Mm-hmm. But what I've clocked about you is that you also don't like when people put you in the position to have to complain. Because it's not something you like doing, when someone puts you in that position to do it, you're extra annoyed that you're kind of like put out of your you're having to do something out of character, basically.
Yeah, I don't like that. But are you talking about when it is I have to basically talk to them, or
that's a whole
in my
thing.
Own individual comfort?
I don't know, but I think the whole talking to them, that's a whole different...
Oh, okay.
That's a whole different thing.
Yeah, I really, really don't like negative people.
Yeah.
All the time negative.
It's a lot.
I can't take it. Because I'm a problem solver. I like All right, cool.
Yeah, you
How
do
we
love a
gonna
problem
fix
solver.
Yeah, so if people come to you complain,
I
you
don't
don't
mind.
like that.
I don't mind you coming to me complain if it is that you want me to
Just
give
to help
you.
you,
Yeah.
And obviously, you don't like having to pretend to be compassionate as well.
I don't like.
compassionate.
I don't like too tough about that because obviously it takes a lot.
Well, you're
strong-
compassionate though.
No, but if someone's
No.
coming to him with foolishness
Yeah.
that he deems foolishness, but they obviously feel this is serious, and especially if they're coming with complaints with no
Yeah.
solutions.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? On some woes meeting, and then Brent's got to sit there and pretend that he gives a shit.
Wait. Don't color it so cold.
I'll come to him with foolishness.
Man said, don't colour it so cold.
Because I understand what you're saying. So my empathy levels
Yeah.
is to a certain
capped.
degree,
Yeah.
right? Because I will be very empathetic because I don't know yet if it is you're just complaining to complain.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
If you're doing that, you're gonna waste my time.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
don't want to hear any solutions from me, so you're wasting my time in a different way.
Yeah.
This is intent.
Yeah.
But if I can ascertain that you're sincere with you coming to me with your grievance, I'm gonna help you, and that's when it is. I'll give you all empathy in the world.
Okay.
Once is I realize you're trying to trick me into stepping into your pool of negativity, I will get vexed and irritated. I'll get irritated.
Bad mind is the #1 killer in the world. They said it's heart disease, but
Is that
it's
even a
not.
fact?
Hmm?
Oh, were you reading that? Were you reading that from the doc?
No.
Oh, I thought you were reading from the doc. I was like, whoa, E-Man is taking it too far this time.
No, I heard a Jamaican person say that
That's
one
what I
time.
was about to say. It got passed down from some.
Yeah, actually, you're saying
Oh.
that I should have known.
I heard the Jamaican person say
They
that
said-
one
they
time.
said
And I
it's
was
heart
like,
attack. It's not.
no, it's not heart disease. It's bad mind. It's the #1 killer in the world.
But do you feel like bad man is? Because I see bad man as like bad vibes. I see that different to evil eye.
Yeah, I think they're different still.
Yeah.
Someone that's bad mind and bad vibes can have a similar effect on you because if they're bad vibe and their negativity is just around
It's just
you.
annoying, man.
Do you know that just by proximity?
It's just annoying.
Everything's just a downer. Everything's just always negative. There's hate in your heart, and I can't like. It feels like
They
if
never
I
say
stay
anything
with
good,
this
you know.
too long,
Hella misery.
They
Yeah.
never see anything. Like it could be the most positive thing. It could be a cute baby with a cute little puppy, and they'll just be like, "Oh yeah, but why does he look like that?" It's like, oh my gosh.
But I tell people one time, I was watching Deal or No Deal with my friend, and the woman was
So random. I would never have put you as a dealer no dealer.
Deal or No Deal was lit.
What is
That was
What
a
is
good
that?
show. Dealer
Where
No
everybody
Deal.
got the boxes and you got to open the box and whatever you
I
got at
see
the
what's
end
going
is
on
your
there.
money.
Oh, I thought you meant like going to like not warehouses, but those garages that people leave for a long while and then you buy it
Oh,
and then whatever's in it.
No. There's
And you
a
watch it the whole
is
time.
it Noel Edmonds?
what the host
Yeah,
sounds about
you
right.
know Noel Edmonds?
Yeah.
Is he Australian?
No,
No.
is it Noel
Does he have
Edmonds?
like the
He's a white guy, right?
fluffy hair?
He's got the long hair, or like the mid-length hair, and like the gold tee. Am I saying it right? Is it him?
It sounds about white.
Yeah,
So.
this looks like
I would say
a
it's
cowboy. Him.
Noel Edmonds. There you
Yes,
go.
there he is.
He's the host of Deal or No Deal,
Okay,
and he sit there with the phone with the banker, and you can ask for.
okay.
Do you know? You
I was
don't
going to do
know.
one of those shows, you
Yeah,
know.
no.
Oh, you know, yeah.
Yeah, I know him. I don't know the show, but
It's a good show, actually. It's a good show.
It is a good
Intense.
show. But yeah, I was watching it with my brother one time, and then I think like the woman was down to like, I don't know, £1 or something small,
Oh, yeah.
and the 250 in it. And obviously they asked, "Do you want to keep your box? Do you want to swap your box? Whatnot." The woman, I don't know if she swapped. No, she swapped her box. You get me? And she swapped out. So and then when she revealed it, she had the low £10, and over there was a 250. So she had the 250, but she swapped it out and she lost it.
Yeah.
When she revealed that she lost it, my brother went, "Yes."
What the hell?
I was so confused.
Yeah, the
I said-
pause the TV. What?
I said, "Wait, what? Wait, one second. What? So we're watching this show for two
yeah,
different.
different.
We're watching, one second.
reasons.
Completely.
We're watching the
I'm
same
gonna see
show
sis cash out.
because every
You're a
fiber
racist.
in my
Yeah, you wanted to
body
win.
wanted her to win this money. Like, ain't this the point of the show? I thought that was the whole point of the show.
Oh, the whole show. It's
So-
actually a feel good show.
You get what I'm trying to say? So people can win some money. And I'm saying, oh my God, the whole time you're watching, hoping for enjoyment for these people's demise.
Yeah.
They're downfall.
For their downfall.
She's not about to have more money than me, boy.
And I couldn't believe it.
man.
Honest to God, yeah, that's one of the most shocking revelations I had because I'm saying I didn't understand people watch the show for this.
Yeah.
Like, why would you even watch this? You're so bad, man.
That's
like,
deep.
that's crazy.
That's
You're getting
actually crazy.
enjoyment from this. I was stumped, and that's what made me realize like people are really different.
Do you know
out
what?
here, innit?
Finding out like a friend of yours is bad mind is just like it's an eye opener. It's like wow, I never would have put you. never would have thought. It's an eye
Who would have
opener.
thunk it?
Who would have thought?
Does that same thing apply to people who love the type of negative gossip that Shade Borough allegedly throws up?
Yeah, depending on how they react to
When
it.
you thrive off it,
Yeah.
like everybody loves a bit of gossip, innit?
I like a bit of tea. But if like I see, for example, Stums and Maya arguing and I'm like, yes, or like my first thought is like something negative to comment.
Good,
Yeah,
innit?
man, you're bad mind. Or like they start reading off like bad things that's happening. I don't know. It's man. Yeah.
You know, like they just got all the tea, but it's all the negative stuff. You know, all the negative
bro.
and damning stuff. He ain't never come and tell me nothing positive
Never.
about Donny. Like,
But also as well though, there's certain kind of people as well. Even if it is good news, their comment will always be negative. And those are the people that I'm like, yeah, you're a witch. You're a witch.
Does that count for trolls though?
No, they're just sickos.
Because sometimes I'm not even sure if trolls actually believe or care for the sentiment that they're sharing that is negative.
I think that's worse though. Because you know what it is? You know when it's like, oh, show me my enemy, then I know who my enemy is kind of thing. I feel like trolls who just spew out negativity but don't actually care or are not actually like that, I feel like they're scarier people. That's why you end up with a Colleen in your camp.
do you think there's like a cause for it? Like a reason behind people being bad mind and having evil eye? Or is it just everybody's just wired
Yeah,
differently?
Misery likes
Spirits.
company, no?
Yeah, Misery loves bad company, boy.
Yeah, but some people go through bad things and they're down, or I don't know, it could even be miserable,
you know,
and
I've
they
never
do their
understood
best to
that.
fight their way out of it, and they would never want to bring anybody into that misery, even though misery does love company. But there's some people who are just not built that way, innit?
And
Like,
that's
you know,
what
like
it
fighters,
is.
and they want to do right, the righteous.
Yeah.
And so their aim's not to bring anybody down with them. They're trying their best to escape. Because everybody feels it, innit? Sometimes.
When you tap into your mischief bag, knowing full well then when it is that you are cooking, you are bringing harm to the person that you'll get your
It's
cooking.
been cooked.
I think harm's
It's a
strong
bit
word.
dramatic.
Yeah, I think that's.
Is it?
I think that's dropping
It's
harm
a
dramatic.
slight chaos.
Because you're saying you only do it to people that you know and can basically take it.
No, that's not what I was saying either. I'm saying harm is a strong word when I'm winding people up.
Yeah.
I think if I'm winding people up. Anyway, Landon, when I get in that bag,
Get caught up on the.
I'm guessing you're also saying it's not the same. It's not tantamount.
no.
Yeah, of course it isn't, because obviously you're doing it.
So what? When I'm winding someone up, I'm being bad man.
I'm saying that maybe pushing misogynistic ideas might hit certain demographics a particular way, and that's harmful.
No,
You're saying it's not harmful, but I think it's harmful.
and it's tongue in cheek.
Oh, that's okay then.
Oh, it's in jest, isn't it? Comedy style.
Comedy style.
comedy
All right, Dave. Imagine.
But you can see how it is that can basically put you in that particular pile. I just want to be honest when it's having this conversation. Obviously, I'm guessing that anybody who has done us dirty, there are times when something has happened to them and we're like, the badness has found its comeuppance. That's kind of wishing somebody bad.
Kind of, or praising the results of it.
No, wait. I think it's different. It's not wishing because it already happened. I'm just like,
Especially if it wasn't nothing to do with me. If you didn't aid in the prayers of the badness and it just so happened, it's one of them. Look at God.
Oh, so you're
Look at
reveling.
God.
You're sitting in the glow. You're sitting in the glow.
Yeah.
Slightly.
Okay,
slightly.
enjoying the glow.
Yeah, so
I'm
it's
just like, look at. It's funny how things worked out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I didn't even wish this on you, but I guess you got the day you deserve.
Okay, all right.
and there's also a body that knew this was going to happen, innit?
Okay. But we hoped it would happen, but here we are.
I think
And
when
it's
I'm...
the hope that we put up into the...
It's the hope, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm winding someone up, I know I can wind someone up, yeah. I know, like, I can be like, I can have like I could be mean spirited sometimes, or like a little spiteful, vindictive. I don't know what the words are, but they could be all thrown in there. But I don't think that's being bad mind though. You're looking at me like to say no. What do you...
I guess it depends. To be honest, sometimes you can read the room and then you kind of pull back. I think with somebody like a Loons or your best friend Image God, you will continue going because you know that they can take it, and they would probably slap you if it is that your head was turned anyway, right? But there are other people who can't stand that heat, and sometimes you would see them or hear them saying, and you continue going down that particular
More
way.
like, I haven't stopped.
And again, I'm mostly talking about around the misogyny stuff. And when you start talking about cheating and this, that, and X, and I know you in your head you're thinking, but you all know who I am. I've been telling you. At this point, you can't blame me for anything.
Yeah, it don't make sense.
It don't make sense. Yeah. I don't know why sometimes I use you to basically give these bad examples. I think it's because Emmanuel's here. I would quicker move to Emmanuel if it is he was here.
I mean, I had a different reason why you probably do that.
Because he can take it?
As a mirror.
Oh,
When
definitely
you
not.
when
the
you
dark skin
when you
Definitely not.
when you lied up Emmanuel, yeah, and like put the spotlight on him, and like when you do little funny things, could that be seen as bad mind?
Yes.
Okay, well,
Especially when it is that
admitted it.
especially when it is that when it is I do it, I know that he has a particular temperament, right? Particular disposition where he's not going to lash back, right? Bear in mind, I don't unprovokingly just hit him up. I don't. It's when it is that he's doing cheeky stuff, and I'm like, hey, then I jump in just for balance. Sometimes I'm his you know the two shoulders, they're different. Yeah. I'm the angel, just reminding him, just pull it back a bit.
The mischievous angel.
Yeah, 100%. Don't do that. I just realized what you said. But the question you asked me is when I do it, I don't think I ever do it with malicious intent.
Ain't it about how the other person takes it?
Yeah. As I just told you just now.
Are you plagiarizing?
But more times, I believe I prop him up as opposed to look to tear him down. But I also know he doesn't like me propping him up sometimes because the focus is on him.
Sometimes you propping him up is that's under that's under like a guy's like, because like you said, you know he doesn't like it.
Yeah.
So you're still you're being smart. You're outsmarting him. You're doing
100%. You're not
positive
lying.
things to get
You're
the
not
negative.
lying.
outcome.
You're not lying. You know how vexed I am. This boy gave up music. So each time it is, I have an opportunity to basically remind him how special he was. Not even is. Even me saying that was, I would jab him.
So when we done the cabinet stuff the other day, and he made this whole PowerPoint, and then he started playing the lyrics, then he freeze framed him looking at the white guy.
And then copied Dr. Umar in,
and copied Dr. Umar in.
Yep.
No, but I know he'd appreciate that though.
I'm sure he would.
I bet he did.
No,
sure
I
he
know.
did.
No,
I bet
you
he
don't seem to understand. Emmanuel's threshold for humor is great.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is that was done in a positive light. You're showing off his talents.
Yeah.
That you wanted to showcase it, knowing fully well he don't want you to do that foolishness.
I didn't. No. I don't. I know he wouldn't have wanted me to do. As in, he wouldn't have come to say, "Brent, can you do something special?" He knows me. He knows that he can't just predict what I'm going to do or what I'm going to say. But yeah, he calls me his best friend. In fact, he doesn't. He doesn't call me his best friend. He doesn't call me his best friend. He doesn't use words like that.
I've never heard him say that.
Words like that. But we've been through plenty. So I know what, in the end, he'd be like, you did it for entertainment, and I'm fine with that. I'm completely fine with that. I know
Was
what I
that
could do.
looking back at that white woman's bum part of the video? Or was that just a natural thing that
I
actually
don't think he
happened?
looked at a bum.
He looked at something.
No, he just saw the white and he went, yeah.
Yikes.
And then he followed.
Well, thank God. He's pro-black activist today, so
Yeah.
every hero has a past.
Do you think you can catch it?
Evil eye.
And bad mind, no, that. So if like I'm saying, obviously, you separate yourself from the energy in it.
Yeah.
Like, you see, like when someone's around you, and obviously, like you don't want the negative energies because obviously you don't want it there. Maybe like you feel like it might affect you, but do you think it's contagious in that like that person can start to change your outlook and,
100%.
and make you bad man?
Yeah. I had a friend one time that was always complaining. She would always comment about this guy. Continues. The reason why my friends don't do not disturb these days is because of her. This was back in 2015. My friend has not been off do not disturb ever since. And literally, it was a thing where because the kind of person I am, I'm like a sponge, so I can soak in people's energies and stuff. Like it's a bit much. So consistently hearing negative stuff doesn't make me a negative person, but it affects me in my subconscious. Like my spirit is just a bit disturbed. So yeah, that's how it affects me, and so I have to cut it off. But I also peep negativity from miles away. Like I peep jealousy, envy, bad vibes. I peep that from very, 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 very early, and I've never been wrong. Even if I haven't met somebody, like I haven't had a conversation with them, just seeing how they're interacting with other people, or just an energy about them that I'm not really taken to. I've never ever been wrong about that.
I don't know if I'm a bit naive. I don't know if I give people too much grace, but sometimes I might or if I'm too laid back or something like that. But sometimes I might be missing things or something like that. I don't know if I'm not aware or if other people are just bad mind and have that stuff in their heart, because I do find sometimes that people are always trying to tell me about somebody, if that makes sense. Maybe someone I've got around me tell me that their intentions ain't pure, and I'm too.
Do you know what it is?
I'm too like thinking that to just allow it, like I don't see what's going on, kind of thing.
Not a diss, sorry, caller, not a diss to you, but it's attentiveness that makes some people, because some people are negative, so they will always point negative things. But the reason why I can peep negativity from far away, or even if someone makes a comment, I can actually dissect that comment because it's attentiveness. Because I pay attention to the things that people say and how it is they say it and their body language when they say stuff. So someone could say something like I know when I get backhanded compliments from people, but then the person will be like, "Oh no, like da 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 da," but I'm like, no, because what you said has another layer to it. I peep layers to things, but again, it's because I pay attention, like to things people say and stuff like that.
Yeah. Caller, who's on the line?
Good morning.
Morning, Esther. Morning, Mark.
Morning, Ramsey. You right?
You got evil eye?
Say that again?
Have you got evil eye?
No. See, evil eye is actually, it was so huge in Moroccan culture, yeah? That when we say, so usually when I was growing up, if anyone gave me a compliment, or if anyone say someone's like, oh, Ramsey's eyelashes is really long, my mum would immediately say, she would say an Arabic word to block the evil eye, like it's so strong in Morocco.
If someone pays you a compliment?
Yeah, so say some random woman in the street was like, oh, he's got lovely hair. My mum would be like, oh yeah, mashallah, mashallah. Like we said, immediately. Because evil eye is so prevalent in Morocco.
Is that because... Yeah.
So I don't know how it works, right? So I'm guessing that you pay a compliment and then if it's from a stranger, you think it's a curse?
I think from what I remember is that if it's mostly with strangers, yeah. But in general, people just say it, even the family and friends say it. So my gathering from it was you don't know someone's intention behind it. So the whole thing with evil eye that I was taught is you usually hear the folklore and that there was someone with long hair, a woman with long hair, and someone kept on paying her compliments, but with the intention of her losing her hair. That was the story that I was given as a kid. So evil eye in what I can at least say in Moroccan culture is that you have to block evil eye because you never know what someone's true intention is.
So you have to block all the compliments. What if you end up blocking your blessings? What if the compliment is genuine from a real place?
No, because sometimes people compliment you, but they're complimenting you with, oh, you shouldn't have that. I should have it.
Yeah, or say someone's in the gym, or you just see someone like, oh, you got a nice body, but secretly they want your body. And they're like, what the fuck you got that body? And I ain't got that body.
Okay.
Because you won't be shooting in the gym, bitch. That's why.
Exactly, but people don't see that because no one ain't got no accountability. But what I don't understand is what's the difference? Because I've been hearing bad mind since I was a kid, but I didn't know it had a true meaning. Like, what's the difference between evil eye and bad mind?
I thought a bad man is a slang, innit?
I think, you know what it is? I think for me, the way I would look at it is the evil eye is someone essentially like, I don't know, like preying on your downfall, innit? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like it's like like focus negative energy, like what you're saying, like that one in your head to fall, that kind of thing, and like just like dwelling on it and going on about it. So like that negative energy can affect you, and whatever badness people got in store for you could start to transpire. I see someone that's bad man probably does have evil eye, you get me, and probably does do that stuff to that one. But someone being bad mind is just the way I would describe someone's, just their heart, their character, like, I don't know, just like a personality trait or something like that. Like people that are just haters and that. You get what I'm trying to say? And I don't know whether it's conscious or intentional in that sense. It's just their makeup, if that makes sense. Like everything.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like just everything about them is just all, like I said, like maybe like a glass half empty kind of guy. Everything's just negative. You just see the bad in anything. Someone gets some good news and your first thought is, oh, that's not gonna last. Like you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
so
you know
evil
what I mean?
eye
Like,
is someone that does something once in a while, but bad mind is like a way of life.
I mean, I suppose.
I think evil eye can be a way of life too. But bad mind is more of like a personality trait. I feel like evil eye is just something that can come out, you know, here and there, depending on the circumstance or what it is the person has. It's relative.
Because I think like we're
But
all susceptible to it sometimes. I think like a person who's not necessarily bad mind or like that way inclined can be guilty of the evil eye thing if they let themselves slide in it, if they give in to those.
I feel like evil eye is deeper though. Bad mind, because everyone can say something negative about something. You can have a moment. I feel like evil eye is just more intentionally. It's just more intentional. It's like more intentional negativity.
But you know what? They might go hand in hand though.
Evil eye is deep, you know.
They might go hand in hand if you're just constantly hating on people and.
Yeah, man, your eyes are evil.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your eyes are evil. You're gonna be projecting that negativity onto everything you come across. They might actually go hand in hand.
They might bad vibes all around.
It's definitely big in Arabic culture. Evil eye.
How do you stop it? Prayer.
So when I was growing up, usually the word mashallah would be said.
Okay, that's prayer.
Yeah, I see people do that. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, for real. Anytime you get compliments, say mashallah. I'm gonna have to start doing that still.
Yeah, definitely. Since you're on the come up anyway. All right, love you lot.
Thanks, Ramsey.
I'm big on appropriation, man.
Big on appropriation. I'm silly. But yeah, Nigerians care about evil. Like that's why they don't tell. Like they will not tell people when they're traveling, when they're coming, when they got good news, when they got like people are very, very secretive about the lives that they live, on account of you just don't know what people's hearts can be towards you.
Is some bad mind, like is some people that's bad mind, is it warranted? Like if you've been through a lot, if like say like your experiences and it has just been like a lot of negativity and it's just piling on and it's just beating you down and it's just made you
negative, innit?
Negative in that way inclined. Like is it warranted or is it something that is it a choice?
I think it's always gonna be a choice. I think it's. I can understand. Obviously, if you've been through a lot of negative stuff and blah blah, and then you just bog down, and you just. I can understand that, but I do think it's a choice.
Like someone like the glass half empty kind of person. And they've got experiences and receipts of things just
never.
Just not
do you know people like that? Like nothing good ever happens to them.
Yeah.
I'm like, who did you sin against?
No, it's the evil.
Nothing good ever happens. Every time we talk, you got something to complain about. Something in your life, like it's actually.
But what if it's warranted though?
Like, as in, if somebody's depressed?
Nah, depression is different.
No, not like that. But
bad things always happen to them. They just have
saying,
bad
there's
luck.
some people that's always got bad luck and bad things that always happen to them, and sometimes it might not be through no fault of their own, innit?
Sometimes people like that, I'm like, no, you got some part to play in that.
Do you think?
Yeah, man. Because why is it always you? Are you the only person in the world?
So if that's your lived experience, is it? Can't you like? Ain't it understandable why they're?
Can I say something quickly?
Why they are how they are?
Have you heard about like how in some countries where people are super poor, the poor are like the happiest. Like they're so content in life, they're such good vibe, they're so happy. That's why no. Because there's people who really have serious life problems, serious things, and they're still positive because they've chosen to be. That's why I think it's a choice. They've chosen to like not let their circumstances define them. Some people, they miss one bus in the morning, right? Another one's in 2 minutes. But now they just let that whole missing the bus be their character for the rest of the day. Now everything is negative.
We also forgetting that like victimhood sometimes is good for people because they get attention, innit?
Yeah, that's true.
And they need that particular
They love that.
validation and whatnot. So they choose that because me, please. Me, please. And yes, if that's the case, then 100%. You can't help it.
Because it's too much,
'Cause
man.
you get a hit every time it is that people show you.
Let's look at that dopamine.
Yeah. You need to get that hit.
Yeah. People that like attention, gosh.
Sorry.
As well.
With your close group of friends, I don't know how many friends you guys have in your close company.
Tight knit.
Are any of them, or do any of them display any signs of this particular type of negativity or low vibrational like energy? Did somebody come up in your head as it is I said it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know bad man people.
Yeah, sometimes people are like just a bit negative and stuff, but I counteract it with the good, or I just don't engage in it because I don't know what we're doing here.
So
But
you
it's
do
not-
have friends in your close circle who are like that?
I believe so, but it's not
Yeah.
like
Okay.
it's not like they're not like evil though.
It's not.
It's usually like light-hearted stuff. Like they could like pick I think they could differentiate between serious issues and bad. Like it's not. It's usually like little trivial things, if that makes sense.
The worst types.
Maybe it's like, but they're like I know people that are like bad man. Like I told Luz all the time, I think Luz is bad man. Like, I think Luz is bad man. My brother's bad man. My brother gets a kick out of negative things happening to
Was it
people.
usually what you do or no do with?
No, but
Okay.
I see him do like a laugh from his
depths of his soul.
If he's retelling a story and there's something negative that's happened to someone, especially one of his brothers or something.
Wow.
No, you talk about he's laughing from the depths of his soul and he's laughing.
Yep.
No,
And he's laughing from the depths of his soul.
Because it's so funny. He's such a hater. He's such a hater. Like, and he will laugh and he'll tell you the story, and there's so much glee and joy
As he relays the story.
as he's
That's
relaying
crazy, man.
this story to you. You know what I'm saying?
That's
He finds
crazy,
it
that's crazy.
hilarious, and I'm like, brother, man, like, why are you like this? Because I always just want the best for people. But don't get me wrong, I can like, if I have a moment and they deserve it, I can stand in it. If that makes sense, I could laugh at someone's downfall if I feel they deserve it.
I know you could laugh at someone's downfall.
How do you know that? Why
Oh dear.
Because when I said it just now, your face wasn't serious. You broke out into laughter.
That's so funny.
But I think for the most part, I'm a positive person. I don't think like I'm a bad mind person. I don't wish bad on people. Well, I don't wish bad on people, or I ain't never crossed a man that didn't deserve it.
You be treated like a book. You know that's unheard of. Oh gosh, this guy. Your nickname is Evil Killy.
Huh?
Your nickname is Evil Killy.
Yeah, but that speaks to my cold and callousness.
And you're not bad man at all.
It's not bad mind. It's just me being so like the lack of
Empathy.
remorse. Like you know, like
Definitely not traits of a bad mind person.
no, but it's not. I feel like only when it's like
Yeah.
only when it's deserved. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You don't. You're saying
Definitely
you're
not
saying,
when it's not deserved.
no.
Yeah.
That's the way you're saying yeah. Say what you want to say.
To be honest, I was gonna put up a clip a couple of days ago, right? You had said something in this room, and I was going to utilize
What did I
something that you
say?
said when your best friend Image God was on. And then I was thinking, you're probably gonna say I shouldn't cross purpose like content. I give you no permission to use this content.
Can you tell me what it was?
No. Because I still think I
Then no.
It's so hilarious. I don't think you're a bad person. I think in large parts you want the best for people. because you want the best for yourself, and you know where it is that you've come from, and that you project that onto everybody else, which is great. You can't stand people coming to you with problems and they're not looking for solutions, because when you open your mouth, that's all you do. All right, how can we fix this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna wallow here in this particular pity or misery with you. That's not me. And in that sense, people may see that as, you're completely cold.
I get that. I'm trying to help and trying to cut through the nonsense.
Yeah.
And people are telling me I'm being cold because I'm not taking the time out to sit here and wallow with you. And but it's like, where is that getting us?
Yeah.
You know
I
what I'm
wish you
saying?
allow people to wallow one time, man. Some people, you bring tea to them, now they want to just go for solution. Hey. Can I just vent a little bit? But yeah.
Definitely when it comes to relationships conversations, that's when it is people say, oh, you're really into your bag then, you're definitely a bad man. So definitely.
I can get tough. I've told you, I've had someone come to me for advice before, and the conversation I'm having, they stop me and they're like,
Yeah.
this
I didn't come here for this.
This ain't what I'm coming here for, you know. I didn't
But you
come
know
here for you
what,
to tell
though?
me about me. Like, I'm telling you what's wrong, and you're telling me why it's my
Right?
fault. Right?
But I played a
What?
part in this. Are you sick?
No, we're not doing this today.
But don't you think that you need to know who you're going to for what?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I know, if I know that I know who to go to for what. If I need like pure facts, cut through the bullshit, don't entertain my foolishness, I know who I'm going to. I'd come to you. straight to point out, okay, but where are we going with this? What's the point? Do you get what I mean? I feel like you need to know who you're going to for that, for certain things.
Problem solving, man. I like it. I enjoy it. You know what I'm trying to say? And if you're not trying to solve the problem, you're not trying to solve it and you just want to bring the problems, that's just you
'Cause
just
sometimes
pile
as
it
well,
on. How
like-
does that help us?
Yeah, actually, you need to know who you're going to, man. Because some people, I'm like, I don't want your advice because you have no advice to give me. Like, respectfully, I'm smarter than, like, I have smarter things to say about this than you would say.
Yeah,
So you are someone I come to vent to,
yeah. I'm not coming to you for advice.
not for
There's
advice.
no
That
way.
is not your forte. You don't have the skills to give me advice, especially when I know your situation, girl. You don't have the qualifications to help me in my situation. So I just want to vent to you. And then if I want solutions and I'm like, yeah, someone level-headed, I'm like, okay, this is what I'm thinking of doing, blah, blah. I know who to go to.
I've learned how to do that too. I've learned how to give some of my bandwidth to those people who they're not interested in solutions because they are solution driven themselves.
Yeah.
And they just want to basically
Vent.
Yeah. But I wouldn't see that as me wasting time. Yeah.
You do well like that, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm not kind of that. You have to know you go to. There's some people that are just. There's some people. I like people that challenge my way of thought. You know what I'm trying to say? There's sometimes if I'm
there's
looking.
that too.
There's times if I'm looking, if I've got a problem and I want the solution, and I go to someone and I won't. But even like, rather than just give me the solution, they challenge me to come up with the solution myself. The questions that they pose to me and the answers that I give is the solution. It's like you know it. You know what I'm trying to say. That you just need to like.
Yeah. I like that type of parlay or reasoning situ. I like that.
Yeah, they can set you up so they can see everything. You're not thinking straight. They can see everything.
They're objective about
They're
things.
objective about it. And they register to the questions that they pose to you will lead to you having your own answers.
I like people like that as well.
Yeah, that's dope. People that make me think or say things if I need ideas, and rather than just give it to me, just start posing things, start bouncing off, and it's like, look at you.
And
That's
then
Brent's bag boy.
And most times it's like hey, am I crazy? That's how it starts off, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, no, legit. That's the way.
I love it. I'm like, I love when I think when someone tries to make me feel like I'm crazy, then I go to someone I can trust and I'm like, am I crazy? And they're like, nah, they're crazy. I'm like, I thought so. But because it really wasn't me. I'm like, okay, because I really was starting to doubt,
Yeah, because when people are so different and like, especially if you're like a logical and sensible person and you know, but someone's giving you the total opposite and it's total pushback, and they're saying it so convincingly that sometimes you do
question.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you do need to go to another person and say, Am I mad, brother? Like, just can we just check this quickly? Because
Just hear this.
just hear this 1 second because I'm nearly sure I'm not mad. You know what I'm trying to say? But this person is talking to me like I'm.
Nah, this situation is funny because you really was sitting there thinking, and then you almost have to agree. They're thinking, nah, wait a minute, hold on.
You know what's annoying though? when, because I don't know if you've experienced that, but it's the reverse of that. When you hit someone up and the rest of the time you're going through it and you're like, am I mad? Because and then they're like,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I've had that.
Yeah, you're mad. You know what? I don't like you. One
I like
second. Boom. Yo, brother. So listen, am I going crazy?
Yes.
Yeah, you're going crazy. You know what? I don't even need people. You know what? I ain't calling people.
Then you call the weak person the enabler.
You need your
The enabler's
enabler.
like, no, you're not mad. They're crazy. Like, okay, I thought so. I knew it. Fifth time lucky.
That's dangerous. That's why you have to have people that you respect.
You do, man.
So you can take whatever they're telling you, like good, bad, or indifferent. Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
I have reasonable people in my circle, 100%. And rational people in my circle.
Do you think it's necessary to have bad mind people in your circle?
No, man.
No,
They're
sorry,
never
I
needed.
can't. You can't sell that to me.
They're never needed.
You can't sell it to me. Sell it to me. Go on, try and sell it to me.
I don't know, for like the war council, innit? Like, so when you're ready to, like, when it's that
Stand on business.
yeah, when you're ready to stand on business, you need someone in your corner that's
Ready to go.
unscrupulous. You know what I'm trying to say?
Okay, so you are saying that in those times, the rational person would be trying to convince you not to take that particular path?
Yeah.
If I've deemed them rational, that's probably the path I should be taking.
Yeah, but you know, sometimes
They're
we want
dangerous
to
there.
indulge.
Yeah, man.
So you want the bad man people around you so that they can tap into your hidden darkness?
So I can tap into theirs if necessary.
No, it's in you.
Yes.
That shit is in you. It's in you. Because you know, like, because sometimes when you want enabling, you want something, you want to enable, you want to do foolishness, and you need that foolishness co-signed.
Yeah.
You know exactly who to go to.
Yeah.
You would not go to your logical, rational friend.
Yeah, 100%.
So you know the right person to go to who will get this spirit in you alive and working and kicking. And it's always a bad decision. It's always bad. I don't do that anymore anyway, but it's always bad.
You're
never a
too
good
bad,
idea.
man. You're too bad, man. What is it? So it's not superstitious talk. So we believe in it? Is it? Or well, you kind of don't subscribe to
I
it
don't really
because you're
subscribe
saying
to
you're
it.
covered. Brent doesn't. Brent's covered.
Yeah, I know it exists.
Yeah.
100% I know that it even works. But my faith,
Yeah.
it covers all that crap, man.
I think it works. I believe that as well. Where I think if you subscribe to that and you believe in stuff like that, it can work on you. But for me, it can't work on me. But it does happen for people.
I don't know, man. I think it's a battle because I get where you're coming from, but it's like obviously you've got to make sure you're walking in the light as well, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? And obviously, if you got good vibes and prayer and all them things around you, it can combat it, innit?
Mm-hmm.
But where it's like a fight, there's gonna be times when, you need to knuckle down and go deeper into prayer because you can feel the effects.
Oh,
of,
100%.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So you can have good days and off days. There might be
Yeah.
days where you ain't stay
You
prayed up.
You stay prayed up. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. It's crazy, man.
Superstitious.
Anything else there?
No, I want to get into our.
All right, cool. Personality things.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so what do we do?
All right, so was it boring for you to do it? Did you lie on it?
No, not really. No,
I said not really.
That's good, that's
Yes
good.
or no?
no, I didn't.
Okay.
And obviously it's like a sliding scale. So did
That's
you
awkward.
go fully extreme each time it is that you answered the question, or did you?
No,
Yeah, okay, it was measured.
Yeah, I measured it. Yeah.
All right, cool. So what was your breakdown? First of all, what was your label?
Let me see if I can find it because I think I sent it to myself. Let's see if we got it here. My personality type.
Yep.
Debater.
Okay.
Debater. ENTPA. I don't know what that means.
Sorry, let me just read out the results of the poll. How real is the evil eye or bad mind? Does effectiveness depend on you/them? 37% said I'm a child of God, so don't
Oh.
worry. 32% say I stay away from negative energy. 25% said it's very real. Sender's intent matters. And 4% says it's not real, superstition only.
You know, so interesting. So I've just found that I actually did this in 2021. I was going through my email trying to find it. And I'm different now to what I was back then,
Change and growth.
which is interesting.
Can you give us the 4-letter breakdown too?
Of my 2021 one or my current one?
First of all, Margs, because you said debater, but
Oh,
what
yeah.
is that?
What the full
INT.
ENTPT?
Oh, ENT.
Oh, you're extrovert.
Okay.
What does that mean?
You're extroverted.
Oh, wait a second, because I found something. I've got something here. ENTP. Oh, is it? I don't know, but look. It says debater, ENTPA. I don't know what that means. And then it's going through all different stuff like my energy. It says I'm extroverted,
Yeah.
71% extroverted, 29% introverted. It says extroverted individuals readily enjoy group activities and value social interaction. They tend to be outwardly enthusiastic and express their excitement. That sounds a bit like me.
Accurate, yeah.
And then in my mind, it says I'm 68% intuitive, 32% observant. So it says intuitive individuals are very imaginative, open-minded and curious. They value originality and focus on hidden meanings and distant possibilities. That sounds about right. Nature, it says I'm 79% thinking, 21% feeling. So it says thinking individuals focus on objectivity and rationality, often dismissing emotions in favor of logic. They tend to see effectiveness as more important than social harmony. See, that's why I make a good leader.
You get all those extra things from.
I don't know. Tactics, it says I'm 15% judging, 85% prospecting. It says prospecting individuals are very good at improvising and adapting to opportunities. They tend to be flexible, non-conformists who value novelty above stability.
Okay.
And my identity is 81% assertive, 19% turbulent. So it says assertive individuals are self-assured, even-tempered, and resistant to stress. They refuse to worry too much and tend to be self-confident when striving to achieve goals. And that's the breakdowns of the traits.
Fantastic.
Do you think that sounds like me?
Yes.
Oh, so it's accurate,
Yep.
yeah? What's yours?
Mine is I think it was an architect. Hold on, let me double check. Dun, 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 dun. All right, cool. INTJ-A.
INTJ.
What was it called? Architect, is it?
Architect. Yeah.
Okay.
Architects are imaginative and strategic thinkers with a plan for everything. 69% introverted. Introverted individuals tend to prefer fewer yet deep and meaningful social interactions and often feel drawn to calmer environments.
You 69%? Okay.
Intuitive, 68%. Intuitive individuals are very imaginative, open-minded and curious. They value originality and focus on hidden meanings and distant possibilities.
It's the same.
54% thinking. Thinking individuals focus on objectivity and rationality, often dismissing emotions in favor of logic. They tend to see effectiveness as more important than social harmony. 76% judging. Judging individuals are decisive, thorough, and highly organized. They value clarity, predictability, and closure, preferring structure and planning to spontaneity. And 74% assertive. Assertive individuals are self-assured, even-tempered, and resistant to stress. They refuse to worry too much and tend to be self-confident when striving to achieve goals.
Okay.
So that was my breakdown.
Okay, well, I am a defender. So ISFJA. We need to actually get what the letters mean. So defenders are very dedicated and warm protectors, always ready to defend their loved ones. So I'm 78% introverted, same as in prefer fewer yet deeper, meaningful social interactions, feel drawn to calm environments. 63% observant and 37% intuitive. So observant individuals are pragmatic and down to earth. They tend to have a strong focus on what is happening or very likely to happen. I am 67% feeling, which makes sense. I'm a very emotional person. And that is feeling individuals value emotional expression and sensitivity. They place a lot of importance on empathy, social harmony, and cooperation, which I do. I am 64% judging. Judging individuals are decisive, thorough, highly organized, value clarity, predictability, closure, preferring structure and planning to spontaneity. That's true. And I'm 69% assertive. Assertive individuals are self-assured, even-tempered, and resistant to stress. They refuse to worry too much and tend to be self-confident when striving to achieve goals.
Boom.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for that that girl who came in the other day to talk about
Laura.
Congo.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what was that test that she wanted us to do before she came in?
Is it?
Is it? Something avoidant and
No, it was something else. I went to message her to ask her.
yeah,
Yeah, it was something about our personality. No, this is our personality types, isn't it?
yeah.
It was something to. Yeah, I'll find out what it is. But it's one of those ones where it's like you find out whether you're an avoidant and confronter, blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, this stuff. It says I don't know. It says that like I've like the things like I like to brainstorm and like to challenge things and argumentative and all these kind of things. Fun, yeah, it's quite right.
It's interesting, isn't it?
It's quite right. It said something. I got a thing streak. What did it say? Wait, where has it gone? Have I lost it? It says got a rebellious streak. That sounds about right, innit? I'm always rebelling. When's she coming back in?
I was talking to Eamon about it on Tuesday. We're trying to see her. Oh no, you might not be here.
No, he will. He comes back on Monday.
I'll be on Tuesday.
Yeah, he'll be on Tuesday, but she's not gonna be coming. She's gonna come on Monday.
I might not be here on Tuesday.
Eamon, if you're watching this,
You
so
gave him an
basically,
out.
Nah, because
no, because he wants her to be here, isn't
we've
it?
got to go to a football club and do a filthy. We've got to get a coach in the morning. I'm not sure what time it is, but they moved it, so potentially. But
Yeah. Well, it might not be next week anyway. It might be the week after that. Because I think she can do a Monday. She wants to come in on a Monday.
I thought I would be more introverted than this, though. I thought I'd be like 50-50.
You're an extrovert.
I'm an introvert, though. I enjoy my own company a lot.
Your own company, though, means just you.
Yeah, I'm alone a lot, though.
No, it doesn't count when you're sleeping.
I know, but
Okay.
I don't, because I don't let people. I don't show people what I do in my spare time, if that makes sense. So anytime
Okay.
if it's out if I'm with people and stuff, like if I put it on my story, or whatever, like you would only see what I want you to see. If I'm in my downtime, I'm not filming
You're
whatever.
not-
So you don't know
yeah,
how much
snapping that
downtime I got. If you're saying every time I see you out, every time I see you with people, that's just when you see me, though.
But if you have an option of being with people or being by yourself, what would you choose?
I think there's a time and a place for it all.
But that's the thing, though, because every single time I'm choosing to be by myself.
Is it?
Yeah. That's why I can go on a solo trip. Remember you said you can't do a solo trip. A solo trip is every introvert's dream.
She got you. You're probably an ambivert, both of them. But
Yeah, you probably both of them, to be fair.
You are a social animal.
Do you think?
You are.
Yeah, you thrive.
You you come alive, people. You're a proper socialite. You're actual socialite.
He said that just for us to basically start.
Yeah, he did that. Yeah.
No, because I do feel like I like. I probably like my own company. I probably like being alone, sitting there and chilling. Like I'm comfortable being alone. I feel like I've spent like a lot.
But then
of
you
time
know sometimes,
alone.
yeah, are you comfortable chilling, being alone because you're tired from being with other people? That don't count. That's just rest.
Good morning.
Morning, guys. How you doing?
Oh bless, oh bless. Talk to us.
Back up here, yeah. Interesting results, to be honest. I heard you guys give your results on the it's Black Row, brother. I heard you guys give your results on the what do you call it? The Maya Briggs thing.
Yeah.
It's pretty. I was kind of. I'd written down what I thought you guys were gonna be, and you were pretty close to what I thought each of you were gonna be based off of the little. I'd been watching you guys, so it's pretty on the nose, to be honest.
What did you think we're gonna be?
I'm Brent's one is basically almost identical to mine, but I always agree with him on pretty much every topic, so I think I wasn't surprised there.
Love you too, bro.
Yeah, and then Esther, I got you. I did get you as S and J, but I didn't know what the other ones were.
Okay.
Because S is sensitive and judging.
Okay,
But
yeah.
I wasn't sure if you're introvert or extrovert.
Oh, I'm an introvert.
But yeah, introvert
Always,
makes sense.
yeah.
And feeling makes sense.
So
I have
sorry,
SJ.
Black Rob, can you explain these letters? Because it seems like you have a great command of this particular thing.
So okay, so it's either E or I. The first one's either E or I, introvert, extrovert.
Mm-hmm.
The second one is either I think it's neurotic or sensitive, sensing or something like that.
Okay.
So it's N or S, and then the third one is F or T, which is feeling or turbulent, something like that. Or,
I think the S is
Let
sentinel.
me make sure I'm
Sentinel.
not butchering that. I think it's feeling or
Feeling or thinking?
turbulent, and then the J is like judging or what's the other word? Something else. I can't remember now. I know I'm judging as well, but there's judging or something else. I can't remember what the other one is.
Is it thinking?
And then the A is assertive or passive. No, assertive.
See, I've got it must be assertive or turbulent. This said for the identifier is assertive or turbulent. Then judging or prospecting, and thinking or feeling.
Yes, that's the one. Yeah. So it's either or. There's always two letters for each one, and then the last one, the A, is like assertive or turbulent. Yeah.
All right. So what did you have down for Margs?
I had all you as assertive because and for Margs I had him as ENTJ as well. You know.
So extrovert.
ENTJ.
What did Marks get? Marks was
Mine weren't judging. Mine was prospecting. I was EN.
Yeah. So that's the only thing I got. And to be fair, that makes sense because you're actually quite open-minded. You're like, even at the conversation yesterday, you were trying to take the middle ground with Kevin. So you're probably actually the least judgmental. You and Gina are probably the least judgmental people in
the world.
Calm down.
Group, I think.
In the world.
Gina's not judgmental. You're crazy.
Maybe I don't
No,
know
but again, it's
enough
off
then,
what
innit?
he watches of us, isn't it?
But I said just from my perspective, yeah. But Mark is actually quite. But he's not sitting on the fence in like a fake way where you just try to tease everyone. He sits on the fence on like I just want to see every perspective.
Yeah, I think it's important to be well-rounded and listen to other people's point of views, even to understand why people think the way that they do. If you're just cold and just shut off or not open to have the conversation or to receive the information, how are you gonna?
This is why Loon's a hater, because no one asked you to give a speech.
I think sometimes you
leaning
take
into
that
it
stance because you are normally the outlier. You're normally the person that people are looking at saying, you crazy mother. Why do you think that way? Do you understand? So you're defending all of you when it is you're basically being open-minded.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Sounds about right.
It's trying to justify my crazy way of thinking, isn't it? It's like basically saying, like, let me
You have
land.
to be open-minded.
Yeah, that's true.
How about Emmanuel?
Yeah, he did that test and come back and
I
let
think
us
he's
know.
going to be high judging, introvert, high judging. I think Emmanuel's quite sensitive, you know. Do you know why? Because when we were talking about when it's a matter that's close to his heart, like when it was like the
polygyny.
When you're talking about like having lots of wives,
Yeah.
he was getting kind of emotional when people were taking going against his. So he looks like he doesn't care about more stuff, but it's because he actually doesn't care. So when it's a topic that's not something that's important to him, he'll just be like whatever. But when it's something that he actually cares about, if you start cussing like
Farrakhan
or something, he'll get emotional.
Yeah.
So I kind of get like sensitive for her. I get introvert sensitive, I think, and then I think judging, and I think he's actually more similar. Like, I don't know. And then I think he's turbulent. I don't think he's yeah. I think he's that. I don't know about the feeling one. That one's a bit more that you have to know him properly. You probably will be better at that one. Yeah.
He's a cool
But and then it also shows that, do you know, like the ones that are closer to like, because I think you said that I think both the because I'm ENTJ, and that one is like really associated with it's kind of harsh though, but it's like associated with CEOs, and I'm not trying to guess it. It's more because I'm like very kind of like pragmatic, and I just care about logic, sometimes to the detriment of emotion, and that's why, like, as I said, probably me and Esther clash sometimes, just because we have a lot of times we have a lot of the same opinions, but it's like I just look at it from straight cold hard facts, and she'll look at it from like, oh, but think about the person, like even like the Nella Rose thing, like
I think we were all saying the same thing, but I think she looks deeper into that. Yeah, but how is the person feeling? And I'm just like, yeah, if your feelings, this is the facts of the matter.
Yeah.
So obviously it's quite interesting, but no one's wrong in it. It's just different perspectives, isn't it?
They try getting Nella Rose again.
No, I was just using that as an example, in it.
Oh no, I was just saying. Sorry.
What clip was this? 'Cause I actually watched it yesterday. Is it the Nigel Farage one?
Her and Nigel Farage.
Yeah. She was like, "Why don't you like immigrants?" Said, "I'm an immigrant." Oh yeah, but thank you, Black Rob. That's so interesting, actually.
You got it right.
Talk about the Nigel Farage one quickly. I'll give you 2 seconds. Do you know, it was actually funny because we had this conversation the other day about, do you know when we were talking about, should we get like controversial people on the show?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was saying that some people, you can, as long as you're equipped to combat their argument. And yesterday was a prime example of where Kevin was going a bit wild, and then like Margs kind of combated his argument, but not in a confrontational way, but in a way that kind of shot down his views. And I think it was good to have. It was good to have that open conversation, because a lot of people have their views. And if you just don't have the conversation, then the people like that, they'll just go into the corners of like YouTube or something, and they'll have their own community. And that's how stuff like Red Pill and all that. Do you know what I mean? Like, so it's good to actually have the conversation with them. But like, I'm talking about that because like with Nella Rose, I think I can't really. I think she wanted to like challenge Nigel Farage on his views, but she wasn't equipped to have the discussion because he's an intelligent man.
Yeah.
His morality is in a question, but you can't deny his intelligence. And if someone that's intelligent and has bad intentions, and someone that's got good intentions and is maybe not as intelligent, go to blows, it's not going to be a good day for the well-intended person. So I think it was a bad matchup. So and I also think slightly, I don't know if I'll give her a blight, but I don't know if she was trying to have an aha moment, like this is gonna be clipped and it's gonna be for my black people, and I'm gonna challenge this guy, and then I'll score points for my team, innit? But I just don't think like I think she should have let him talk and then let him dig his own grave, because if she just let him talk and not said much, he would have dug his own grave. But because she kept jumping in without letting him speak, she actually made it kind of worse for herself. So I don't know if she should have even challenged him.
I didn't watch it properly in full, but stuff like that's always tough for me. It's like what you're saying, when someone's got the right intentions and maybe not like able to handle himself on that playing field because the person with the bad intentions is quick-witted or smart or whatever. It's always tough for me to watch because I'm always watching and thinking, I wish that was me, man.
Exactly.
Like, I would have fixed them, like, because I know exactly what they're trying to say, and this person thinks they're smart, but you can't. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to watch. But yeah, because I didn't see it all. I see the point that she was making. And it's not even that to say that the point that she was making was wrong. It's just that the way she was delivering it, weren't hitting home. And obviously he's a politician, innit? You know what I'm trying to say? That so the way he's talking, he's being measured in the way he's speaking. So it just sounds like he's talking sense. If that makes sense.
I hate to admit it, but I think she's on the wrong show, man. She should have been on Celebrity Big Brother.
You reckon?
Yeah, I feel like.
And I just go on.
Yeah, I feel like with I'm a Celebrity. Like, there's nothing wrong with her personality. She's a bubbly, like, this is how, Nella's a bubbly person, very da-da-da-da, but because of the people that she's around, it just feels like she's doing too much. And she's not. She's just being herself. But because other people are very, very, your typical passive Britishness, you feel like she's doing too much. And I just feel like it's not nice to watch, because it just feels as though, like, I hope she doesn't come out with her light dimmed, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I feel like she should have gone on a show that's more, that would cater more to her colourful personality, if that makes sense.
The producers could be producers, and they could be setting her up for like a.
By her team, I don't know how. Well, I don't know the entertainment space, so I don't know if she's like big enough to have like a team, but I'm sure she has like a.
Oh no, she's got a good
team
team
or whatever. But like, wouldn't they go? Because there's enough data to know what happens to black women in Love Island and I'm a Celeb and all that to go. Because Nella Rose is the biggest thing in the black community. So like, she's the biggest thing. So she's already kind of locked our community down in terms of like notoriety. Like,
yeah.
So if you want to make that, so maybe they thought, let's let her transition or cross over. But
she already is though. That's the thing.
It's a dangerous game, isn't it?
Because she and Munya hosted the red carpet for Brit Awards. She was a host of MTV, the UK Catfish. And that's why I think, I personally feel like ITV knew what they were doing, bringing her in there from day one. First of all, Nella's a presenter. They've just put her down to a YouTuber. So when they've told the other housemates that they're giving them actress, they're giving them TV host. They're giving her all these things and making her seem like she's just like an influencer. And that's why with the whole thing about the whole Fred conversation, even though I feel like the way she reacted to it, but I empathize with people too much for me to have criticized her, like judged her harshly. But also, I just know that ITV is calculated in the things that they do, and I was not going to be part of that conversation that plays her, because I can see from the get go of when they announced her, ITV was playing in her face. You know the official pictures they use as well. Everyone's pictures is like of red carpets. Nella's one is when she did the PLT, when she did the Pretty Little Thing campaign, and she's in a bikini. Yeah, so like they've known what they wanted, what they wanted her image to be before she even got in the house. Do you get what I mean? So that's why with the Fred clip, that was definitely 100% edited, and I just feel as though like it's just the wrong show in it. But with her team, in to your point that you said about the team and like, you know, whether the show she went on and what stuff like that, I feel like we know what it is that black people face in wider British TV, right? But I'll be honest with you, I think if I wanted to progress my career, I don't think that I would let those experiences put me off from going there, because again, the doors that it can open are different. Like with her, obviously she's doing amazing things, but coming up, I'm a celebrity, God willing she goes far enough, she's gonna be in a different market to what it is that she's been conquering and doing really well in. Do you get what I mean? I think as much as we know how they treat black people, we know blah blah blah, it is what if she can handle it, she can handle it.
Do you think they're just giving her a character arc? Do you think there's space for her to like I'm saying, just do the whole redemption story and that? Like, obviously they started, they didn't like her, then obviously everybody loves her.
I think so,
They don't give us redemption arcs. Look what they did to that,
Trish.
Do you know that guy in Love Island that like he play fighted with that girl and they kicked him off straight away?
Yeah, Sharif.
Like, they don't give us redemption arcs. And then look what happened to one of the they don't give us redemption arcs. They just I'm a bit cynical in that sense. But I do agree with you yesterday. It's the next stage in a career. But if you know that the next stage sometimes can be met with like now the Daily Mail knows who she is. Now she was kind of almost like protected in the sense because Fiat 500 Twitter didn't know about her, so that we just got her to ourselves. But now that they know, I don't know, man. You just have to be mentally prepared.
Do you know what it is though?
Try and go to that next step, and it has to also be more calculated.
I hope when she comes out, she does do like.
If you know the perception of what, like, right or wrong, if you know what the perception of the angry black woman and all that stuff, all those tropes are, you have to almost actively try and combat them the same way as like a guy. I'm sure like.
And that's what I find that sad though.
Okay, cool. They're gonna paint me as the hood girl. So I'm gonna even subvert that. I'm gonna have conversations about politics. I'm gonna make them have the opposite view of me because I know that's the arc they're gonna paint me as. You almost have to go the other extreme because you know how they're gonna paint you.
And that's what I think is sad, because even that conversation, everyone's talking about how she's making black people look and black women look, and I'm like, all of that pressure on one person, a 25-year-old who's just trying to live her best life, just bought a mansion. Like, let her go live, man. But I do hope that when she comes out, like, because Manella's got really, really good management, very good management. So I do hope that she does actually have a team and they do what they need to do to protect her, because her limelight now, she's walking into is different to Shea Bora, it's different to Black Twitter, trending on Black Twitter and them trying to cancel you and whatever. She's exposed to a different level she's going to be exposed to a different level of fame now. And I hope that with her still grieving and stuff, the right things are put in place for her to be able to navigate that in a healthy manner.
On them reality shows, all you could do is be yourself, innit?
That's
you
it,
go in there
man.
pretending.
And also, do you know with those personality tests, if you go on the website, it shows you what celebrities that have the similar has the same one as you. Like Esther, yours is the same as Anne Hathaway, Kate Middleton.
I do like Anne Hathaway.
Vin Diesel.
I said elite white.
Vin Diesel, go on, Esther.
I've got the brother for it.
The Fast and Furious. How did you find that out? Who's mine like?
What was yours again?
What, the letters?
ISTJ, right?
No, it's E.
What's that? Don't be giving me letters.
Don't be... No, you're such a troublemaker. Don't be giving me letters.
Mine says ENTPA.
ENTP, sorry. ENTP.
That's so funny.
ENTPA. Yeah,
if you say Michael Jackson,
debater. Yeah, so yours is celebrities are
Kanye.
Better give me someone good, you know.
Weird Al Yankovic.
Who?
Wait. Tom Hanks, Celine Dion, Sacha Baron Cohen.
What?
The Joker, right?
What the hell is this?
Who is it? Jim from Office.
Jim from Jim. Who the hell
From
is
The
Jim?
Office.
Man said Jim. You know, I thought he was gonna say Jim Carrey or something. You can't say Jim
Tyrion
from.
Lannister.
It's Jim from The Office, man. That's a lead character.
Lannister?
Tyrion Lannister.
Tyrion. Who'd have did the?
Nah. Damn right.
Thomas Edison.
Preston,
Nah,
don't.
he lasted till the end. So don't worry.
You know what? I love Tyrion by the end of the show. By the end of the show, he was actually one of my favorite
Tyrion's-
characters.
Tyrion's intelligent though. He's like a thinker, isn't it?
Yeah, nah, but
And he was depraved to hell. Where was he always?
what do you mean?
Brothel.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Always.
That was his story. He fell in love with the whore. Remember, he killed his dad. He killed his dad because his dad killed his whore. That sounds like me.
Boy, I might be Yeah, so go on that 16 personality site and then it will show you all that stuff. And it also shows you stuff about your strengths and weaknesses, what you like in relationships, friendships, parenthood, all that.
Yeah, that was so interesting to read all of that because I actually read all of that stuff and I was like, this is.
I was gonna get into it. I
me.
didn't actually read all of it.
Some of it were not exactly as it is, but it's very interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
I thought mine was gonna be like Michael Jackson, Beyonce,
Yeah, that's your star
Michael
sign.
Jordan.
Thanks, Black Rob.
Thank you.
Thanks, Black man. All the greats. I thought it was gonna be like all the greats. Man said Jim from The Office. I don't know who that is.
Then you know, have you watched The Office US?
No, I'm not. Office
It's really
fan,
good, man.
Which
You
one's Jim?
He was the main character.
Okay.
I just finished watching it again. Actually, it was really good. It's really, really good. All right, let's get into our next headlines, please. I'll do it. It's bare stuff to get through. All right. Trigger warning, people. Trigger warning. So growing numbers of people in England and Wales are being found so long after they have died that their body has decomposed in a shocking trend linked to austerity and social isolation, doctors have said. Such deaths have been rising steadily in England and Wales since 1980 and are a product of wider societal breakdown, although COVID may have also played a part, according to new research. Many people would be shocked that someone can lie dead at home for days, weeks, or even longer without anyone raising an alarm among the community they live in. This was said by Dr. Lucinda Hiam, who is of the University of Oxford. Yet the numbers of undefined deaths, which will often involve people who have died at home, gone undiscovered, and then been found already decomposed, have gone up considerably for both sexes since 1980, while death rates from all other causes have fallen over the same period. Men are more than twice. Sorry, I hate to be that girl, but you know when men are like, oh, the girls you need to settle for the guys because otherwise you're gonna die lonely and da 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 da.
Okay, yeah.
Hear this, that. Men are more than twice as likely as women to be discovered in a decomposed state, according to the doctor's study, which is published in the Journal of the Royal Society of Medicine. The increase in people found dead from unknown causes suggests wider societal breakdowns of both formal and informal social support networks, they said. Being found decomposed after days, weeks, months, or even years might indicate a high level of neglect, but this is speculative without further investigation. Just to add to that, though, but that's why sometimes when we have when that conversation's been had, women always say like they wouldn't feel lonely because women have women have communities. Do you get me? And I feel like men don't have that as much, but men should have that. Do you get me? Like just have tighter communities because women have that. Like when a woman is not in a relationship, her life can still be lit because she's got her friends. They're doing this, they're doing that. Do you get me? That there's that social network, but I don't feel like men have that as much.
From what age?
I don't even know. From any age, because even women, I've seen women in like their 60s and stuff, and they're still girls. As in like still doing things together, still going out, that kind of stuff. I feel like friendship is more talked about when it comes to women.
You think older women are more sociable than old men?
I think so. Because they always have like, they have like different clubs and different
Yeah,
things that they
probably,
do and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's something that men should really look into though. Because this is sad. It shouldn't be the case. I feel like people dying on their own and that people not discovering them is, it's very, very scary to think about. But yeah, just a little nugget for everybody. Next headline takes us to Nigeria. So here we go. A Nigerian court has freed former central bank governor Godwin Emefiele, who has been charged with 6 counts of fraud and corruption on bail. Emefiele, suspended as head of the central bank in June and arrested by the security services, has pleaded not guilty to the charges. He was granted bail by Justice Hamza Muazu, on Wednesday, subject to the provision of a 300 million naira, which is roughly $333,000, bond and 2 sureties with properties in the upscale Maitama district of the country's capital, Abuja. The judge asked Emefiele, who's age 62, to deposit his travel documents with the court and remain in Abuja while the case against him proceeds. The disgraced former bank chief, who made an unprecedented run for the Nigerian presidency last year, was one of the country's most powerful people in the last decade. He was head of the bank for 9 years, mostly under President Bola Tinubu's predecessor, Muhammadu Buhari. Emefiele oversaw a much criticised system of multiple exchange rates used to keep the local naira currency artificially strong. But then he fell out of favour with the government after Buhari's exit and resigned in August, paving the way for Tinubu's appointment of new central bank governor Olayemi Cardoso. And our last headline takes us to Chad. So Chad accommodates over 1 million refugees, constituting one of Africa's largest and rapidly growing refugee populations. Ongoing conflict in neighbouring Sudan has propelled hundreds of thousands across the border, exacerbating humanitarian needs while resources to address them are diminishing. Sudanese refugee numbers in Chad have doubled in the last 6 months, paralleling the total arrivals over the past 2 decades since the Darfur crisis in 2003. The refugee influx, particularly from the recent surge near Darfur's border, intensifies tensions between host communities and newcomers in a country grappling with multiple crises. Chad confronts acute food insecurity and malnutrition, especially among children, worsened by climate challenges, economic pressures, declining agriculture, and intercommunal tensions. The refugee crisis further strains food insecure communities, with 2.1 million people facing acute food insecurity in 2023. Chad experiences its worst lean season in a decade, notably in the east since the Sudan crisis. Malnutrition affects 1.36 million children. That's wild. With 8.6% under 5 suffering and 1.5% severely malnourished, particularly concerning in refugee sites. The Emergency Food Security Assessment in Eastern Chad reveals poor or borderline food consumption in 90% of new refugees, 77% of pre-existing refugees, and 67% of local communities. That's sad. It's time to pay some bills. Let's get into Word on Road. Sorry, y'all. Can't do Word on Road with dry lips. All right, let's get into it. So, trigger warning on the first two reports. This is to do with sexual assault. So, sexual. So, trigger warning on that. So, basically, right, a former executive of Bad Boy has basically been being sued for sexual assault, and it's by the assistant. From what I know, by the, sorry, I'm so sorry. What am I doing? Yeah, by his former PA, basically. And yeah, man, so she's suing him, the guy. His name is Harv Pierre. I don't know if that rings a bell to anybody. But he's basically been working with Bad Boy, the record label, since 1993. And then he started as an intern, was doing more stuff, then he took a break, then he came back, I believe in 20 something, and then came back and then was basically a CEO. So it's crazy. But obviously, with following the whole Cassie filing against Diddy and Bad Boy Records and all these other people, yeah. So basically, they're saying what the allegation is saying is that he engaged in a year-long pattern of grooming the woman, and that led to sexual harassment and sexual assault on multiple occasions between 2016 and 2017. And he uses position of authority to do all of this, to groom her, exploit her, sexually assault her. Yeah. But Bad Boy Entertainment have released a statement, and they said that the allegations were never brought to their attention. The allegations were never brought to the attention of the company, and neither the plaintiff nor the executive. So the guy's no longer with Bad Boy. I think he left. He left at some point. Then they're no longer current employees of the company, but they are investigating the allegations, and their top priority is the safety and well-being of their employees. So yeah, but he was there, man, from 1991 to 2017 as the head of music publishing, head of A&R, and all sorts, man. But that's happening. So basically, the reason why there's a lot of, because I'm seeing as well, what's his name? OJ, acted as OJ. Cuba Gooding?
Yes.
Yes, he's also got another one. Sorry, we're live on air when I saw that one. Yeah. He's got 2 new ones. That one's always in and out of courts anyway. But basically, the New York's Adult Surviving Act is expires today, Thursday, basically. So that's why all these claims are coming in now. And essentially what that was, it gave sexual abuse victims a 1-year window to make claims that have been barred because of statutes of limitations and stuff like that. So that's why we're getting a lot. Which leads me to my second person, Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx, man. So he is also being sued for sexual assault. So basically this happened in 2015. And the lady is basically saying, so she and a friend were at some event, a party of sorts, right? She and a friend were there. And basically her friend asked if she could take a picture with Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx like, yeah, of course, anything for you, baby girl. That's what he said, allegedly. And then to take the picture, whatever it is, whatever. He then starts saying to this girl, this is the person who's filing the claim. She's been called legally Jane Doe. So he's then saying to her how she's really pretty. She looks like Gabrielle Union. She's got a model body. And then he grabs her waist and then makes his way up and then grabs her breasts and then puts his hand down her pants and touches her vagina and her booty hole.
That's crazy.
Very mad, Brent. Very mad.
That's crazy.
It's very mad. So that's what she's saying happened. And her friend came and then he stopped. But yeah, so she is suing him for sexual assault, abuse, assault, and battery, basically. So Jamie Foxx is also in court. I'll let you guys know what happens with all of this stuff. So this also happened. So when this incident happened, it happened when he was with his ex, Katie Holmes. But also, though, this is not his first sexual misconduct accusation, actually. So in 2002, a woman claimed that he slapped her with his penis, which he denied. And he said the first time he found out about that was when TMZ asked him for comments on that. But he hasn't spoken about this new lawsuit. But yeah, man, people are wilding. I saw another thing as well, not the Cuba one. Someone else. What's the Interscope? One of the former president of Interscope as well. That one is also being sued again for sexual assault. This is going to be the theme. There's going to be more things coming out, basically, essentially. Obviously, the law itself ends today, but still, yeah, that's just what's happening in the streets. So, apologies about that. My next headline: men will embarrass you. Men will embarrass you, and that is my worst type of embarrassment in this life. Let me tell you. I'm going to tell you a story. This is about Halle Bailey and her boyfriend DDG. That's it. I've spoken about DDG more time on here than I've spoken about the damn Kardashians, and I can't believe that. So Halle Bailey, the Little Mermaid, has been going out with DDG. Obviously, the internet cusses DDG because He's got evil eye, actually. So my next two headlines is a theme of evil eye with the partners. He's got evil eye because he was talking about how he gets jealous. He put in one of his songs that he gets jealous when it is that when she's getting all the love from the Little Mermaid and whatever, and sometimes he just wants to release something out there that will ruin her career. Wild. I don't know how a partner could say something like that and they will still be my partner. That's wild to me. But anyway, so this is what had happened was Halle found a nail place, right, where she wants a nail salon where they do Russian manicures. And I will tell you guys, Russian manicure slaps. This is what I get done as well. I get Russian manicures done. It slaps, right? Anyways, she found a Russian manicure place out where they're from. Cool. She's been there. She said she's been there like a couple of times, but she's put a lot of people on in terms of like she's spoken about how great their service is and how great a good job they do, blah, blah, blah. So she says her entire glam team go there and whatever else. She's told her friends and blah, 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 whatever, whatever. On this fateful day, she makes an appointment to go there. Her sister Chloe, who's been traveling about the place and whatnot, is back in town. And she's like, oh, it'd be nice for them to spend some sister time together. Chloe wants to get her toes done. So she's like, oh, do you know what? Come to this place that I've been telling you about, I'm raving about. Let's go together. Cool. She makes an appointment. She says she makes an appointment for 3:10 for Chloe. She makes her appointment as well. She says that she gets there. She gets there before her appointment starts, cool, but she lets lady know that Chloe is running late. Chloe is running 9 minutes late. The lady says, that's fine. You got a 15 minutes grace period. But post the 15 minutes, we can no longer accommodate you because what that does is that breaks in someone else's time slot. And I appreciate that because I don't like when I'm early for my appointment, but the previous person is now the reason why I have to be waiting here, chilling and trying to keep myself entertained. Cool. So they do that anyway, but then Chloe ends up being 35 minutes late. When Chloe gets there, the lady's like, basically, ma'am, we can't do this. So obviously she's saying that in the salon, I guess maybe I don't know if they're Russian actually, because my lady's Ukrainian, but they're European, innit? And you know European people are very, very blunt. Like, so she was like how she knows that they're not trying to be rude, but the way they speak is just very right to the point and it can come across rude. So the lady's basically saying to her, like, listen, bro, we can't accommodate your sister because we told you there's a 15-minute grace period. There's another appointment in 25 minutes. This is going to cut time, blah, blah. Halle begins to tell the lady, yeah, but I'm a loyal customer. I've brought bare people to you. Why can't you accommodate my sister, blah, blah. So she's saying that they're basically engaged in a back and forth. And the woman is just like, this is the rules. 15 minutes grace period. This is your sister's 35 minutes late. I cannot accommodate you because it's going to affect everybody else. And I told you as well, when you called me, that we're fully booked for today. Cool. Halle decides that in all of that nonsense, she's going to leave, even though her nails are not done. Halfway through, she said she's going to leave and she's done. She says, God bless you to the woman, whatever. So she goes anyway now. She goes on a Snapchat, does a whole, does a story time, cool, whatever. And she's talking about how she's never going to go back there again because she felt like she's a loyal customer. She's brought bare people to them. They could have accommodated her sister. Let me pause the story here before I let you know what her chicken head boyfriend did. So, I feel this is why Keith Lee, because I forgot to report on Keith Lee when he was out in Atlanta tasting people's food and they were moving mad. So basically, Keith Lee is that food critic guy, yeah? He would go to some restaurants in Atlanta. They'd be giving poor service, not really listening to him, not really talking. But he would send his family in and whatnot. They'll be like, oh, the table wait is like 3 hours long. But then as soon as they find out it's Keith Lee, they'll be like, oh, we can sit you now. But his thing is that don't treat me like I don't want special treatment because everybody else here is also paying money. And he doesn't take free food. He tips them generously. He's like, I'm just here to taste the food. Don't give me special treatment. With Halle wanted special treatment. And I don't agree with that. Just because you're a celebrity, the people that come to the shop as well are also paying money. If anything, their money should be more valuable than yours because celebrities have no loyalty to like nail techs and stuff like that. They will just go wherever it is that they're being offered a service. So the fact that she thought her sister could be 35 minutes late and you're saying because you're a loyal customer and you brought bare people, of course your influence is going to be different to if I told my friends about the nail tech kind of thing. And I just thought it was very unfair. Here goes her chicken head boyfriend. He decides to tweet. He tweets, this place, he basically screenshots the place, the nail salon, what they're called, their address, all their details, right? And he's even put a link to who they are. He says, this place is racist towards black people. They kicked my girlfriend out while doing her nails. Please give them a 1 star. They don't deserve business. And then he added the link to their Yelp. And now they're getting 1-star reviews. First of all, he lied. His girlfriend was on her Snapchat saying that she walked out because her sister couldn't get her nails done. She didn't want her sister to be sitting there waiting for her. His girlfriend made it clear what had happened. But here he goes on Twitter saying that the owner of the salon is 8 months pregnant. And this week is actually her last week before she goes on maternity. This woman's heavily pregnant. She said she's minding her business at home. Now, her phone, she says she's just seeing like 1-star Yelp reviews coming up. People are saying they're racist on the thing, blah, 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 whatever. Her phone is ringing off. But she just thought it was clients. So she's picking up the phone and people are like, go and kill yourself, go and die. And saying all these, sorry, I said there's a trigger warning, but they're saying all these horrible things to her. So she's like, what the hell's happened? That's when someone now sent it to her saying, oh, this is what's happening. And now she's seeing that her business is being bashed, whatever. Obviously, some people are like, the stands are like, yeah, but they had bad reviews before that. It's not about that. It's the fact that it's unfair for you to be out here doxing up a business because your girlfriend wanted special treatment for being a celebrity. And I feel like it was out of order. I didn't rate it as well. I don't rate Halle for that at all. And I think that with Halle, it's so interesting because people always move as though like she's in this relationship against her will and she's very different to what DDG is. And I'll be real with you. This situation has showed me that I feel like they're probably match made in heaven, you know? They're probably very well aligned in the way that he moves and the way he moves reckless online for her to still be in that relationship and be enabling that. Because even when the 8 months pregnant woman has had to do a video, this woman is crying because she was like, she's scared to go to work tomorrow. She was like, I'm scared to go to work tomorrow because she's like, clearly I've seen that, because she didn't even know who Halle was. She didn't have a clue this is Little Mermaid. So she's like, I've looked at it now and you got millions of followers, but she was like, now I'm getting calls telling people telling me to go and kill myself, telling me my business isn't going to do well, like all these things. Like, I'm genuinely scared to go to work. She's like, I'm scared for me and my baby's safety. All of this now, Halle's just going to go on the Shade Room's comment talking about, yo, it's not that serious. I was just explaining my day on Snapchat and did not name any names. We went to another salon and still got our nails done beautifully. LOL, laughing emoji. Everyone be nice to everyone and calm down about some nails, please. I'm like, I don't feel like that's enough. And I feel that's a very, very pathetic response. What she should have done is she should have tweeted to her followers who are weirdos and got her boyfriend to also tweet to his followers that are weirdos to stop bullying a heavily pregnant woman. Because Halle herself is allegedly pregnant. So, like, in what world do you think that that's fair? I just thought it was nonsense, man. I don't like when people move entitled. And that poor businesswoman, her Instagram as well, she has to turn her comments off because people are out there just putting all sorts of like nonsense comments and whatnot over some nails, you know, over $60 nails. Anyway,
I think that those crazy stands, are worse than bad mind people.
They are. They're the worst.
You know how crazy you are to
do that.
Once somebody tells you go,
and you go,
just go.
Well, you not saw Swarms.
You know how crazy that is.
I'll be honest with you. I feel like that level of being a stan is an undiagnosed mental illness.
How do we know, right? If it is that we're looking to have a meal, we meet somebody, they look wavy, invite them for dinner. How do we know if they can just be activated like that? Do we have to ask them if it is that they are, what is it, a bee?
A beehive.
Or
are you a beehive, a barb, a navy? What does Gaga call her fans? What are you? Anything? Are you anything? Do you stan anybody?
Because they're nominal.
Scary, man.
We see who they love.
Or you cross them or something.
Yeah,
that's mad. And it's not just one demographic.
That transcends.
Not just both. All of them demos. It's all of them.
That's crazy, man. Personally, if I was that woman, Stacey, the nail salon's called Perfect Nails.
And
and
trying to give her a bad review or something?
Nah, she wants to put a 5.
Put a 5, yeah. Apparently, DDG, Stacey also said DG is doing a nail giveaway. That boy is so unhinged. Honestly, he really irritates. They must be the same. They have to be the same. They have to be the same people. And I'll be real with you guys anyway. It's so funny because when people are coming for Chloe, when they've done like Insta lives together and stuff like that, Halle's the shady one, you know. Yeah. But because she's cute and like small and whatever, people think she's the angel. One time they had a fan, so they must have done like when you do a live and then people can kind of call in, like, you know, join your live basically. But the person, it was a proper stan. The person's crying and whatnot. And then Chloe was like, oh, like, don't cry. And then she's nearly crying, yeah. Hallie's laughing. Hallie is laughing at this person that was crying because her face was giving, well, weirdo. Why are you crying, bro? And then she was trying to hold her laughter in. And then when the person went, she was like, then Chloe was like, oh, like, that made me really sad. Like, the person crying. And then she looked at Chloe like, fucking for real. And then she goes, so she started laughing, but she's trying to mask her laughter. Yeah. And the cat was there. So she goes, oh, so how are you doing? She started asking her cat questions. She is a bitch. I'll be so wrong with you.
So is she Little Mermaid?
She's Little Mermaid.
And because of her innocent face.
Yes, people think she's the
Disney
sweet one.
Type of aura around her is why people think that she's the sweetest girl.
Yes, but Chloe's actually the sweet one. Chloe's actually the calm, sweet, gentle one. And Hallie is the one that's on smoke. Because when people cuss Chloe as well, like, she's the one who will at people back when they do their lives and whatnot. She's the tough one. Yeah. So it's always so funny. It's so funny because the whole Little Mermaid thing makes people think that she's about to do the color purple, so they're definitely gonna think she's the sweetie. So Jeremy says she's got this whole aura of like, oh, she's just so sweet and cute and because her sister was out here gyrating on fake pillows and shit. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's distracted the people a bit, but she's actually the one that is. I think she's DDG aligned, man. Yeah, she has to be because this guy keeps doing crazy things, and I'm like, you must have a like. He knows what he's doing because now if he's doing a nail giveaway after you don't make people go and bully an 8-month pregnant woman, that's mad, man. And I don't want to wish you the day you have Hallie because you're pregnant too, but there's just that. I'll just let that sit in there.
So you seen this? Nah, I'm not gonna say it.
What, that she's gonna have the day she deserves?
Nah. Obviously, when two evil people have a child, you would think that it's the
seeds and stuff.
Yeah, but I'm not going to say that because...
No, we'll just see what the baby does.
Yeah.
When the baby's on the playground bullying Northwestern, then we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Plucking the legs off of spiders.
People that did that, the parents are checking on them. They're checking on them. So those kids that intentionally were harming pets and stuff.
Yeah. Early Dharma settings, isn't it?
They are the Dharmas of today. Yeah. It's crazy. But anyways, that's happening and I hope the woman's all right, man, and she could actually go to work and stuff like that. Because that's out of order, man. Because you're a celebrity. But I like the fact that here, there's no foolishness. And in her bio, she's like, no drama, no this, no that.
All right. So Stacey just sent something.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this is an alert on Yelp or whatever.
Yeah.
This business recently received increased public attention, resulted in an influx of people posting their views to this page. So we have temporarily disabled the ability to post here as we work to investigate the content.
Good.
While racism has no place on Yelp and we unequivocally reject racism or discrimination in any form, all reviews on Yelp must reflect an actual first-hand consumer experience, even if that means disabling the ability for users to express points of view we might agree with.
Okay.
So they've clocked on and they've said, all right, cool.
That's good, man.
Anyway, post on this. Thank you, Stacey.
I love that. Thank you, Stacey. That's good, man, because it was really sad just seeing, and then with pregnant women, they get out of breath at one point because obviously babies sin on all their lungs, all their organs and whatnot. Sister's trying to explain this video, all out of breath, crying. I said, nah, because if they were racist, you think this is what's gonna help them not be racist moving forward? Yeah. Sometimes I get it. Anyways, another person that's doing up evil eye in their relationship, I would not have ever seen this coming. Iman, is it Iman? How do you say his last name? Shumpert. He's the evil eye, man.
What would Iman do?
He's evil eye in his relationship. He's out here blocking Tiana's blessings.
Yeah.
That's why she filed for divorce. So basically, TMZ got the court records. Remember again, I reported in September that she filed for divorce, or she said they were separated in it. Turns out she's the one who filed, and turns out this is her second time filing. She filed a year ago, but then told her team to stop a day after. But then she filed in January this year. And actually, she tried to keep it low-key, so she only used the initials. But obviously, then he wanted to file something to put their full name there. So here we are. So she is saying here that the reason for the demise of the relationship is because he's a jealous, narcissistic man. basically, she says that he was jealous of her fame. He always felt insecure about her, like about everything that she did, music, her being famous and whatnot, blah blah. Even though, despite the fact that he's a millionaire, he's the one who earns the most. Despite the fact that he signed a 40 million contract with the NBA, sorry, NBA's Cleveland Cavaliers. Same year he got $8 million by the New York Knicks and whatnot. But despite all of that money and whatever else he was getting in his field, he was always insecure about her acting career and also insecure about being her man. She would say how he would send her like messages that were like manipulative and like abusive, emotionally abusive messages. Also, when they would go on red carpet, go for like events and whatnot, if the paparazzi asked to just take a picture of her, he would like all of that stuff would make him really angry and really insecure and whatnot. He stopped her from working. Didn't want her to she basically passed on her opportunities to work like acting jobs and whatever because he didn't want her to because she was getting too famous. Also, what was it? Yeah, but then also when she stopped working after the last baby, he was complaining about her not making money. She also says that he intentionally was dimming her lights. And she tried, and he was always like, he became more and more angry with her. And I was just always just basically treating her in a cruel manner, man, and displaying extreme narcissistic behavior throughout the majority of their marriage. That is why she filed for divorce. And obviously, when his whole basketball career is not really doing that great, of course, it only got worse. And then she tried to put him on in the acting industry and whatnot, using her links and a network and whatnot, but he didn't want to do any of that stuff. But yeah, so that's why she just thought in January she just thought, yeah, I'm not doing any of this anymore. Who would have thought? Because I remember when he went viral. So obviously I remember when they got together and whatnot. But basically he went viral. I think it was an interview with Oprah or Gail. You know, they're friends. So yeah. And basically he talked about her wedding ring, and I thought this was so thoughtful. Her wedding ring was like a rare diamond, something like that. Well, and it was basically kind of like an investment piece because he basically said how the ring was so expensive that should anything happen to him where he died, she would be able to sell that ring, and her and the kids will be able to live like forever with the amount of money that he invested in the ring, kind of thing. And I remember that going viral. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so sweet and da 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 da. And obviously people have talked about like how what a lovely marriage they appear to have been in and blah blah. So to find out all of this stuff. Crazy scenes, man. Sometimes the evil eye is really, you're sleeping next to it.
Well, you should tie your flag to bloody celebrities. Because I remember when there used to be goals, isn't it?
There were goals. There were a lot of people's goals. And now here we are. A lot of the goals are not goaling, bruv. Beyonce and what's it called? Jay-Z. Been slapped up in the elevator. Who else is there? People have done goals. Cardi and Offset.
Yeah, you shouldn't want no one else's
No, you shouldn't. It's stupid.
So he isn't playing basketball anymore?
No, at the moment, he's playing now.
Is he injured?
No, he's at that age. He was like a role player anyway. And I just don't.
What is a role player?
Like he wasn't like a star.
Oh, okay.
He's not a star.
He's a bit part player.
He's a role player. I swear, what was he doing the other day? I reckon he's just the way he plays. I'm not sure how old is he?
I'll find out.
I reckon he can still play for a team somewhere.
He's tall enough to.
Because it sounds as though like he misses the bright lights and whatnot.
Yeah, he's 33. But you know
he's
what?
33.
Yeah,
he could definitely still play. He could definitely still play in the league. But
do you know what's so interesting though? Have you ever heard that saying where it's like people that are really, really like rich, yeah, like really, really stupid rich, but don't have fame? They're not happy.
He won Dancing with the Stars though.
It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough because I've always
with his wife.
No, you have
He
random
danced with
partners.
the professionals.
You dance with a professional.
He's a professional.
No,
Well,
no,
dancer,
no.
though.
I like a dancer.
Okay, I bet you do. Here's what I'm saying, right? Yeah, because people always say like when people you might look at someone and think like, oh, they've got it all, but there's certain things they don't have. Because someone who has fame but it's not popular would want popularity. Someone who's popular but doesn't have fame would want fame. Someone who's got fame and popularity but is not seen as a legend or has, do you know what I mean, would want that. It's so crazy. Greed, ego, pride, all of that stuff.
It's killing us.
It's killing everybody, man.
So why are you so convinced that when you get to that point where wealth is your portion, you're not going to turn into a rancid witch?
Because I'm an introvert. All I care about...
Oh, so people would know that you're a witch.
I'm not a witch.
A rancid witch. Because you'll keep to yourself.
Where's the witchcraft part of me coming out?
Sorry. It sounds like you're describing witches and wizards.
What, with the evil eye stuff?
Yeah.
But I don't have evil
with
eye,
the rich
though.
people who aren't content.
No, but that's contentment, though. They're not content.
Why are you convinced you are going to be content?
Because I'm content with little, so I'll be content with when I've got a lot.
Everybody says that. Right?
Yeah, but I'm not everybody, though.
Everybody says that too.
Yeah, well, everybody's not me, so that's
Do you
something
know
different to me.
plenty rich people who are like you, or who you think you're going to be, which is content and rich? Because we seem to be hearing a lot of.
No, but I
rich
don't know
people
them
who aren't.
personally, though. But my thing, no, but I feel like it's about what your interests. I don't want to be famous.
You don't want to be famous.
No, I just want to be known for what it is that I do, and I do a great job at what I do.
Is that fame?
I don't want the fame. I don't want the fame of like I'm an introvert. Or do you know what? The things that bring me joy in this life, yeah, and the things I want to bring me joy in this life, and I'm working to get, which it's not the things. It's not flashiness. I just want to have a nice house that I love to be in.
Let's remove flashy.
A personal
from
chef.
fame. Let's remove flashy from fame. Right? You said you want to be renowned for,
I want it to be like she does a great job at what she does.
and tied with that, sometimes it's.
And I think
fame.
legacy is more my vibe, not fame.
I mean,
Fame is different.
Legacy can be, both things can be true in the same sense. to be
Lord.
honest.
Okay.
No, I'm saying that I don't think fame needs to come with ego.
It doesn't need to though.
But I think that's how we.
But here you are questioning whether mine will.
No, that's when you say I don't want this.
Yeah.
I'm thinking you think it comes with all this negative connotation.
No, I don't think that. Because people that it doesn't come with. There's people that are very that are famous and da-da-da, and people talk about how humble they are. I don't think that. I don't think all famous people are like negative
So
or...
why do you want fame?
Because it's not my thing. I don't want to be in spotlights and
You
all
don't
that.
want to be.
I want to be in my
known for
house.
something and humble.
I want to be in my house with my man.
But you
watching my
can be
favourite
famous
show.
and that as well. That's
Nah,
what I'm
man.
saying.
I don't want a life... I don't want a life of dramatics and chaos and noise. I don't like noise.
That's what I'm saying. You're tying it with that. You're tying You're tying
are you talking about?
fame with drama and noise.
Bro,
Sorry.
what are you doing here?
I just wanted to stretch Woodward. I mean, something.
Why are you stretching it? I've
Stretch
got
it, you
two
know
more
how long it
things,
is?
bro.
I was
She's still got two
cooking.
more
I've got
left.
two more
I thought I was
things.
cooking. Sorry, go.
You cooking?
Go.
You're not dead enough to cook.
I want you to
Chef
admit that you.
Boyardee.
I want you to admit that you're MVP and you won it. It's fake humility.
I don't know why you keep saying that.
I was joking.
No, you're not joking.
was
This is not the first time.
joking.
This is not the first time he's brought this up.
Banta.
He's brought this up in front of people. He's brought this up in private conversations with me where it has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
You wear it well, and you will wear it better.
It's Christ. It's a God in me.
Precisely. That's the glow that people will see.
Adele
And
is
then
married.
You can tell so many people about Christ when you're more famous. Come on, man.
And I will.
You're doing it for Jesus.
Oh gosh.
Listen, Jesus.
Go.
Adele is married, man.
Is it
Cut
official?
long story short. I'll be real with you.
That's why.
This makes it worse.
You understand? She's
Makes it
something-
worse.
Yeah, much
This makes
worse.
it worse. Remember when he was on the show doing stada? He was so
Yeah.
stirring up.
Yeah.
It makes it worse. But anyway, so she was at two fans are claiming that she was at Alan Carr show, which she and Alan Carr are very, very close and stuff anyway. But she was at Alan Carr show, whatnot. And then there was a question asked about somebody being married and whatnot. And then she was like, yeah, like, da-da-da. So basically kind of confirmed that she's married. So congratulations to Adele and not Paul, Richard. Richard Paul? What's his name?
Rich Paul.
Rich Paul.
Paul Richards.
I thought you said Paul Richard.
No, that's a Richard Paul.
Two first
Paul
names.
Richard. I don't know, man. It's tongue twister. But yeah, man, congratulations to Adele if that is the case. And also, I've always got the time for Nala's baby, honey. So Black Excellence, again, big up Nala's baby. So Krept and Sasha, both, what's it called? Shared that they won Best Baby Skincare Range, man. Big up them. Exactly. So Krept tweeted, we won Best Baby Skincare Range again. My people, it's mad because all the brands we were up against are industry leaders and massive, and the parents still picked Nala's baby as the best range. So proud of what we're achieving, man. So much happening for us next year. I can't wait to share with you all and big up everyone that supported this far. Couldn't have done it without you. Do you know how lit that is, you know? They're going to be a household name. Competing with Johnsons and all them other people.
Going to be.
They are a household name. It's lit, innit? I love when people start businesses of things that people wouldn't think about. Like in an area that people don't think about.
Yeah, it's the
I
fame
think that's
that the
lit.
Bible talks about.
It's what?
It's the fame that the Bible talks about.
Am I now the baby owner?
And soon.
You're getting on my nerves, man.
You need to wait.
Amen, innit? Amen. But I'm going to be doing all of this from my introverted house. But yeah, that is it from me. Let's get into our last headlines for today. I have to say, on the topic of evil eye, because that being a theme today, if you haven't liked this video, evil eye is the reason why. So you might just want to look within and kindly like the video and subscribe as well, especially if you're here every single day.
Can I ask
If
a
you're
question?
here every single day, yeah, of course you can.
Esther, babes.
Yes, you
if
can,
you were
babes.
on the other end of this announcement that you just made, what would you do?
I'm scrambling to like the video
Oh, serious?
to prove that I'm not evil eye.
Oh.
It's one of those things where it's one of those nuggets that makes you think, why haven't I liked the video? Why do I watch these people consistently, but yet I haven't liked it? And the truth,
And then you have to question that. Maybe you're a
you have
hater.
to question that.
Hate
Maybe you're a
watching.
hater.
Yeah, we heard that there's such a thing as hate watching. Remember, Emily said that.
Yeah. Oh, well, that was interesting. So,
Shh.
just let that sit. Just let that do what it needs to do. Rising numbers. Oh, no, I read this already. Sorry. I love silence.
So Nella Rose made the headlines.
Again.
Yeah, for the Nigel Farage thing.
Was she in headlines there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She is, apparently.
Speak on it.
All right. Not yet. It's the second one.
Okay.
Brendan, spoiler alert. All right. So this is about WhatsApp messages show teachers mocking vulnerable students. Stop it,
God.
man. Teachers use swearing and poo emojis to criticize vulnerable primary school students in a WhatsApp group chat. BBC Scotland News can reveal the existence of the chat between staff at Aberdeenshire schools was first revealed last year, but the affected students' parents were not informed. The messages have now been obtained by the BBC and show derogatory exchanges between students and parents. Aberdeenshire Council said nobody was put at risk from the messages. The local authority has apologised for the situation and said the incident was dealt with through the council's disciplinary procedure. An independent review last year ruled some of the messages were disparaging, but did not put the children at harm, and the council was right not to tell the parents about them. Yeah, I couldn't hear that about my kid. I'll be going to jail. So I'm glad. I think that's a good idea. But Nick Hobbs, Head of Advice and Investigations at the Children and Young People's Commission of Scotland, said the council got it wrong. He said, we repeatedly made clear to the council that the children's rights issues engaged went beyond simply child protection. Of particular concern was the failure to tell the children and their families about the WhatsApp messages, either at the time or subsequently. This decision denied their rights to complain, to seek redress, and to receive an apology from the council. Would you want to know that?
What, if the teachers was talking nonsense?
Trying to share about your kid.
Yeah, probably.
But what will come from it?
I don't know. I have to cross that bridge when I get there.
'Cause I feel like nothing good will come from it, so I'd rather not know. Because I can't see myself just writing a letter and being quiet. I will run you over on your way as you're about to get the train on your way home.
That's
And
justice.
that's if your child is it's from good stock.
And even if my child is an idiot, you don't get to talk about my child like that.
Serious?
Your teacher. I trust my child in your care every week, and you're doing a group chat talk about my kid.
Yeah, I want to know.
Nah,
still.
man.
Even if your child's a
dickhead.
Walla.
Yeah, even so.
Interesting.
Yeah, man. All right. Well, Nella Rose. Nella Rose said she considered quitting I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, following her row with Fred. Was it Series 6? whatever his name is. Rose, who has lost both her parents, says she no longer wanted to speak to Fred or eat the food he prepares in the jungle after the first date star remarked he was old enough to be her father. On Wednesday's program, the YouTuber, see what I'm saying? The YouTuber. I'm going to change that to TV presenter. The presenter told campmate Grace Dent, if Jamie Lynn Spears left yesterday, I would have been right behind her. I just don't want to be the first one. Whenever I feel uncomfortable, whenever I feel sad, I do tend to leave. I do tend to not carry things through if I feel uncomfortable. So the fact I've lasted in the jungle for this long is astonishing.
What long? Ain't it been on that 2 days or something?
3 days. But I'll be honest with you, one of the dinners they gave them yesterday was like some black birds. Imagine eating a crow, but like a featherless crow. I would have left. The episode also saw Rose engage in a heated debate with Nigel Farage over immigration. Down by the bath, Rose asked former UKIP leader Farage, apparently you're anti-immigrants, which she said she had read off the internet, before asking, why don't black people like you? Farage said, you'd be amazed, they do. To which Rose replied, so everyone hates you for no reason. And then GB News presenter Farage said, you can disagree with somebody, but to chuck around accusations the way they've been chucked about is grossly unfair. So that's that.
Like the voice.
So?
Like the voice.
Thank you very much. It just came out of nowhere. And our last headline for today is about Tupac, honey. A New York City musician and bus driver named Terrence Thomas has filed a copyright lawsuit. Do you know what? American laws are working overtime this week. He has filed a copyright lawsuit claiming he has not been properly credited or paid for his work on Tupac's classic song, Dear Mama. The lawsuit cites several old interviews with Tupac, as well as handwritten credits by the late rapper, naming Thomas as the creator of the song's original beats. While Thomas has been long credited as a co-producer on Dear Mama, he claims he was never properly and fully credited for his publishing copyright. Okay, fair. Instead, he claims a self-serving group led by Tony Pizarro, who's long been considered the main producer on Dear Mama, and allegedly including executives at Universal Music Group and Interscope Records, conspired and acted together to appropriate as much of the credit to the song as they could, to the exclusion of Master T, while Tupac was incarcerated and after his death. Thomas, who's been working as a bus driver in New York City for the past 26 years, says he met Tupac in 1993. Can you imagine? Met him in 1993 when he was working as a DJ for MC Light. Thomas and Tupac recorded Dear Mama in October 1993. The lawsuit cites a 1996 MTV interview in which Tupac gave, where he described the creation of Dear Mama. Master T gave me the beat, Lights DJ, he said. Okay, so he's got the credit then. Further bolstering Thomas's claim, the lawsuit includes a photo of what appears to be Park's handwritten credits for the Stay True project. Next to Dear Mama, Tupac has apparently written, produced by Master T, written by T. Shakur. As Thomas's lawsuit acknowledges the version of Dear Mama he and Tupac recorded in 1993 was not the one that was widely released in 1995. However, Thomas claims that Pizarro used that original version of the song to create the version that was widely released. Pizarro allegedly erased or muted Master T's producer tag at the start of the song. I think that's fair. Pay the man his money, innit? Speaking of paying, it's time to pay some bills. Let's get into the reaction.
Welcome to the reaction, where we read our sports headlines. It's going to be a quick, short and sweet one. 2 quick stories here I'm going to run through. So Wembley's arch will no longer light up to mark atrocities because they got criticism for not displaying Israel's colours, basically.
Oh, damn.
Mm-hmm. The Wembley Stadium arch will no longer be lit to show solidarity with countries after terror attacks or natural disasters, after criticism for not illuminating the landmark in the colours of the Israeli flag after the Hamas atrocities. Sky News understands the Football Association review of its policy will see the arch now only lit in colours directly linked to the stadium's use as a sport and entertainment venue. It is understood the arch will no longer be used to highlight inclusion and diversity campaigns, as was intended in recent years by it being lit in rainbow colours to back the LGBTQ plus rights. It removes the expectation the arch will be lit and the need for the FA to assess sometimes complex geopolitical situations. Over the years, the Wembley Arch has adopted the colours of the flags of countries including France, Turkey and Ukraine within days of attacks. But the FA decided not to lie in blue and white of Israel after Hamas massacres on a string of kibbutzim close to the Gaza border at the music festival on October the 7th. The wave of attacks in southern Israel killed about 1,200 to the deadliest day of attacks against Jewish people since the Holocaust. Approximately 240 people were taken hostage into Gaza, but the unprecedented attack prompted Israel to launch a war to eradicate Hamas, killing thousands in Gaza, with concerns about high number of civilian facilities. Against that backdrop, and an outpouring of pro-Palestinian activism with England and among footballers, the FA opted against a show of solidarity with Israel at Wembley. Instead, the FA decided on a silence to remember the innocent victims of the devastating events in Israel and Palestine ahead of a men's international match last month between England and Australia. And our last headline, there's fury as the BBC includes transgender woman activist Rukhsana Kapali on its annual list of 100 inspiring and influential women. The BBC has sparked anger after it included a transgender woman on its annual 100 women list for 2023. Critics claimed the decision to include activist Rukhsana Kapali from Nepal on the list of inspiring and influential women was not fair and insulting, with accusations that inclusion made the list meaningless. This year's list includes a selection of women from many different fields, including well-known figures such as Michelle Obama and Amal Clooney. In its entry for the list, the BBC described Kapali as a housing campaigner and a transgender human rights activist. But the corporation's decision to include her on the list, which first launched in 2023, has not gone down well with the women's rights activists and others. One woman who advocates for women's sex-based rights attacked the decision, writing on X, formerly known as Twitter, "But you have taken a place away from another biological woman. This isn't right or fair." The BBC has yet to respond to the criticism.
Damn. They wouldn't anyway, to be fair. So there's that.
There's that. Well, that's the end of our sports headlines. Let's get into Out Ere. It's been added. It's got to be a quick one because I've only got 5 minutes. My thing's really time sensitive. I haven't watched that video. Have you seen that, man? Of the link one. Have you seen the video, Brent, going around? Did you bother to watch it? I've seen his face. I know he was talking. I know he was being Islamophobic. I clicked one bit and he was talking about they'll peel off your fingernails or something like this. Did you bother to click on that? There's a man being filmed at like a food stand. And it just seems like he was being very racist and Islamophobic. I saw the video going around. I didn't bother click it. Do you want to see some of it? I swear if you go down the video, it might be there. That's not it. Keep going. But I think if you could go down, there might be some Twitter links. Maybe that will be better for you, innit? I'm sure I've seen them. You not seen his face? It doesn't look familiar to you?
Nope.
There's some Twitter links. This guy.
Oh, gosh.
To my friends in immigration.
Really? Okay, go, yeah.
And to the Egyptian, the Mukhabarat wants your picture.
Okay, yalla, go.
Yeah? You know the Mukhabarat? The Mukhabarat.
No, I don't know.
You don't know?
I just speak English.
No?
Yeah, go,
The
yalla.
Mukhabarat in Egypt will get your parents.
Go.
Does your father like his fingernails? They'll take them out one by one.
Yalla, روح منين? يلا, go.
Why should I go? Why should I go? Tell me why I should go. I'm standing here. I'm an American. I have free. It's a free country. It's not like Egypt. Just smile for me.
I'm taking a picture of it. Where's the juicy stuff? He said some pretty horrible stuff.
Did you rape your daughter like Muhammad did?
Yeah, there it is.
Did you rape your daughter like Muhammad?
I speak English.
You only speak English?
No English, no.
You don't speak English?
Yes.
All right.
He said yes.
That just shows how ignorant you are. Because Muhammad was a rapist. It says in the hadith, in your holy book.
Who Muhammad?
What?
Who Muhammad?
Muhammad, your prophet. You know who he is.
My prophet?
Yeah. He was a rapist. He raped Aisha. Does it say that in the hadith or not? You know that?
I don't speak English.
What?
No English.
You don't speak English? What do you speak? What do you speak? You speak Arabic? The language of the Quran? The Holy Quran? That some people use as a toilet? What do you think of that? People who use the Quran as a toilet? Does it bother you?
What's this guy's purpose in life?
What's he beating up?
Basically,
Does it bother you? Tell me the truth.
Big king.
I don't speak English.
You don't speak English? Ah, that's too bad. That's why you're selling food in a food cart. Because you're ignorant. But you should learn English. It'll help you.
Of course,
When they report you back to Egypt, and the Mukhabarat wants to interview you for being
Royal, because I'm more.
Yeah, I didn't want to watch that when I saw it doing the rounds. I knew I didn't want to click that. What's wrong with this man?
Little things.
Vile human being. Just being so disrespectful. Should have come with a trigger warning. I didn't know he was going to do all that, you know.
Oh, he's a young boy as well.
Oh, is that who he was talking to?
Oh.
This man's a piece of shit. And you know what he is, yeah? They said this is what they're saying who he is. He's Obama's ex-National Security Council advisor.
Oh, wow.
How about that? Apparently,
Who would have thought?
he was head of. I'm sure he was head of something to do with Israel and Palestine. Actually, let me see if I can find his title. He was deputy director in the U.S. State Department's Office of Israel and Palestine Affairs from 1991 to 2003. How can you have someone who's got them kind of thoughts and who thinks like that in them positions of power?
I don't know if it is that he was sharing those types of ideologies or thoughts.
I doubt he was sharing them, but he
position.
was thinking them, no?
And Obama could read minds.
No. That's rude. Yeah, put his face out there. His name is, even though we're not over in America, what's his name? Stuart Sudowitz, 84 years old. Right.
Solowitz. Is he Jewish?
I'm guessing so. With them kind of sentiments there. But boy, I don't know why Obama's got these man. Man says National Security Council advisor. What's he gonna advise? This guy's. And then look at him smiling, getting arrested. But he's been arrested, people. He's been arrested. I don't know if that counts for anything. I'm not sure what the charges are. And he was working for some law firm. That's the law firm has cut all ties with him, basically. And I think they've even said that they'll be prepared to represent the vendor if you want to sue him or anything like that. So I don't know if this is criminal or civil, but whatever you can get from this guy, they need to ask Clark get. He is definitely a piece of shit. He's just stupid. Yeah, I don't understand what he was thinking that day. Like, why did he wake up and just decide to just think, my man? He's sitting there just standing up, smiling, just getting his shit off for no reason. He needs the day he deserves for real. I don't know what the rules are over in America, but yeah, they better use the full brunt of the law, the full force of the law to bring that man to justice. This is plain as day. Apparently, he reckons he's not as Islamophobic.
They will say that.
He said he was just having an argument and maybe he shouldn't have brought the race or the religious elements into it, but he doesn't believe he's Islamophobic. He stood up for Muslims and stuff before and spoke about it before.
He's
got a black friend.
I've got a black, exactly that.
Yeah.
Said I had a black president. Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's definitely done it here, boy. This is plain as day, man. Let's get into our outro.
Let's do it.
See how smooth his skin looks?
He's asking for it.
Definitely one of them.
You're dying for it. Morning, people. No, I'm going to be about to start the show again. Thank you guys for tuning in. We really, really appreciate it. Big up all of you guys. Please like the video, subscribe to our lovely channel. Prove to me that you don't have evil eye. Prove what the like saying?
Don't bother.
Huh? Hate to see it. But as long as people know who they are in it, that's what matters.
Evil eye is real, man. Like the video, man.
Evil eye is real, like the video Mark said. So there's that. But yeah, like the video, subscribe to our channel, follow us on our social media platforms, The Day After TNB, on Instagram, Twitter, and on TikTok as well. If you want to send your dilemmas in and voice notes, the number is 075 6484 1073. If you want to inquire about the show or feature on the show, our email address is thedayafter@thenewblack.com. We've got a lit show tomorrow. We've got a really cool guest I'm really looking forward to speak to. But you have a great Thursday. Bye, people. Mark said bye.
It's little.